What is up, guys? We are doing this. We are doing the playoff final. I am just getting my bearings in. Today's the day. The Championship 23-24 season is officially going to end. I'm still just kind of adjusting the camera. It's a little bit of a close-up, but actually just means you get to see my beautiful face in a lot more detail today. Got a bit distracted. I was too busy listening to a Kaiser Chiefs concert there. It was a very, very nice surprise. Now I'm just going to quickly do something regarding the graphics and then I will say hello. I'd like to say thank you everyone. 11 viewers? Oh my goodness me, that is early to get that many, but I am taking it. Here it is. Oh, so that means the title's a bit too long. I can fix this as well. So just last minute things. I've even shortened Southampton down to Saints and it still doesn't fit. I'm just going to get rid of Watchalong. Everyone knows what this is by now. Okay. I might alternate that a little bit. Could I squeeze playoff into that now that I've got rid of that? 23-24 playoff final. Yeah, just about. We can deal with that. Okay, we are ready. I think we're ready to go. We've got a legendary commentary team here. Neil Warnock, Troy Deeney and Joby McAnuff on the Sky commentary team. This should be good. I am so excited for this. And I'm excited to get a little bit of a break from revision as well. So I am really happy. Alright, let's read comments. Vijay could be very cagey. 4-1 Leeds he's going. Was watching the F1 but red flag. Was a comment fan. Thank you. Cheese. It has been a while indeed. It's been since Watford Leeds was my last stream. Crazy, isn't it? 20 or so minutes. The F1 has been stopped. Paris is predicting 1-0. Hello, Paris. Good to see you. Sorry, was a gone fan. I did say 1/2. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do too many things at once, but I'm here. I'm here. Just beat Matt to it, actually. He was supposed to start 2:40, so literally within 2 minutes. So I'm going to enjoy the high number of viewers whilst it lasts, because it's going to go very soon. 3-1 Leeds, Pira Brace, Charlie. Great to see you, man. Like I say to Matt, have you got a beer? Not on me, but I will have a beer tonight. I actually had a beer yesterday, and it's actually my first bit of alcohol for probably 2 weeks, actually. So I've been really good on the low alcohol intake. But when it comes to special occasions, you know, you do have to get the alcohol out. What I do have, however, is a cup of tea. I do have that to keep me going. And I'm going to treat myself to a couple of Smarties as well. Oh, Emily, nice to see you. How's my Sunday? My Sunday is a lot brighter now because you guys are all here. It's absolutely a privilege talking to all of you again. I've completely missed this. I've got an exam 2 Mondays' time, so that's why I've not been posting too much. But after 3rd of June, I've got a good, I would like to say, a month and a half before my next course starts. My next exam is actually going to be all the way in September. So I've got a good amount of time to kind of relax a little bit, just kind of chill out. And I'm going to treat this part of today as my chill out time. I've already done a mock exam this morning, which is why I pushed the time to 2:30 rather than 2:15. So now I've just finished that, I've submitted it, I can now have a break, I've now earned it. Oh, and Neil Warnock's just whipped up the umbrella, look at that, what a bit of class that is. Absolutely love it. Vijay, liking really helps the channel go. It does, Vijay. If you've not liked the stream, please do like the stream, it really helps. Subscribing to the channel helps as well. Oh, Michelle Owens there as well, she's got a small team of her own as well. She's looking a little bit heavily pregnant at the moment, actually. So she could be away from the game for very soon. It looks like they're about to get all the banners out, which is very exciting as well. GSGN, welcome to the stream, and I don't want to be reminded about Manchester United winning the FA Cup. I, for one, was really happy to see Manchester City not complete a double this year, but in the sacrifice of Chelsea going down to Conference League. It was very much a high of emotions immediately down to a low of emotions, because Manchester United have stolen the second Europa League place from Chelsea, which I'm gutted about. I really am. Predicting 2-1 Leeds. So I've predicted 2-1 after extra time. I think this one could go the distance. I'm not going to say all the way, because when I say all the way, I mean penalties, and it could happen. Matt SB's live, thank you for letting me know. I might drop him a little donation, actually. I'm feeling a little bit charitable today. I might need my phone now. That'll be helpful. Oh, sorry about that. Little bit of a close-up with my man boobs there, but it has to be done. And there he goes. I just got a notification as well. If Saints win, we're on the piss, this Blue Terrier. Just celebrating Yorkshire staying within the Championship. I can't blame you. I'm a mod on Matt's stream. Oh, Haddy. Oh, that is really cool. How have you got a mod and I'm not modded? Alright, well, I'm not going to talk about superiority and mods and stuff like that. You know, it ultimately isn't the in or game end all. I mean, I'm a Patreon on that, so I have a bloody good word to say to him with that. Will I do predicting next season? Great question. I think I will. I think I'm going to still do it. Again, it's going to be a bit... Oh, God, this guy's yawning. He can't be yawning yet. This is one of the most important days of the season for both of these sides. They can't be yawning already. Right. What's the fans not going to be predicting it? Oh, really? Oh, are you going to stop doing predictions? Is it you just been growing out of doing predictions and stuff? That's interesting, actually. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the new season. How are you just excited as this season? Is it wearing off on you? Are you feeling more excited? I personally don't feel like any different about it. So yeah, I'm feeling great, positive vibes as I try and promote when there's so many things that try and drag you down and stuff like that. Okay, I'm just trying to multitask. Do you as predictions? I'm gonna see what I can do regarding the Euros. So I finished my exam, I think, a week before the Euro starts. So it's going to be a very short turnaround, but I might be able to figure something out. I could do a sweepstake. Oh, sweepstake. We've got to do sweepstake. We'll do a sweepstake and we'll do other things as well. Looks like it's raining in Wembley, which is a shame. Sorry, I'm just multitasking. It's the point. So I'm actually donating to Matt, that's why I'm not concentrating. I can't type for some strange reason. I'm currently searching for a job. Oh, really? Oh, what are you currently thinking at the moment? Are you got anywhere in mind? Are you going to do an internship? Is it going to be part-time, full-time? That's really cool. That's really good development there. What are your thoughts on Bromley in the Football League? I'm really pleased for them because I actually remember not too long ago, Bromley were in the National League South competing with Chelmsford, and they were a bit similar to Chelmsford, kind of competing there and thereabouts in the high positions in the National League South and always just missing out getting promoted. And once they got that promotion to National League, it's only taken them, I don't know the exact amount of time, but it's taken about 5 years to get promoted from National League South to go all the way up to League 2, which is exactly what I desperately want my home city in Chelmsford to do. But they just can't get that step from National League South to National League yet, because I really have confidence that they can do some really good things when they eventually get that opportunity. But I'm really pleased for Bromley. They've persevered, they've competed well, you know, seasons wouldn't have felt too easy for them to go from National League South to National League. They survived, they stabilised, they've improved bit on bit, and now they are a club within League 2. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'll do the predictions next season. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's fine. I can't spell. I'm trying to type a donation, I'm trying to talk to you guys. It's quite difficult. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Flynn Downs is massive. Oh, he's absolutely massive in his role in Southampton, absolutely. And there we go. So if you were to jump on Matt's stream very momentarily, and in fact Matt's just left his stream as I've donated. What bit of timing that is. Tell him to come back to his stream and to react to my donation. One week it wasn't that good for me. We got relegated on the day. The Moors lost, and oh gosh, yeah. I remembered because I was going to call him Brent. I was watching Goldbridge's vlog with, of course, Will, and I can really sympathise because Will's a Birmingham fan. Birmingham get relegated, and within a week, Moors lose out. Not only a playoff final to get into the National League, but they lose another not a playoff final, but they lose another final, this time to Gateshead, to miss out on a trophy. It's painful. I mean, gosh, I mean, this is the typical example of football being a cruel, cruel sport. Oh, I think I saw that donation, actually. I caught it. Preferably in retail? Yeah. If you can get it, absolutely. They'll keep you on a fixed contract. You'll get plenty of work opportunities. You can have flexibility in shifts, and you'll get paid quite a decent amount as well. So, yeah. Oh, Emily's messaging me from Matt's stream, so I know where Emily is. She's gone, and she's nowhere to be seen on my stream now. She's on Matt's stream now. Well, she's asking who do I think is going to win. I said it in my super chat. I said in my super chat who I thought was going to win. You're looking for an accounting position. Ah, that's quite exciting to me. I think just go for whatever you find and whatever draws to your attention. I really wouldn't try and go for something for the sake. Oh dear me! What's happened there? There was like a kickabout, and the goalkeeper just absolutely spilled it. I mean, I'm sorry. Just, you know, he's probably no more than 10 years old, so I'm not going to criticise him for that. I probably would have done the same. Hey, Barry, yes, I did. Thank you for popping by. It's really, really appreciative. Yeah, I mean, I've got a newfound respect for Matt. I've watched his stuff for years. He actually left his first comment on my channel where he had no less than 1,000 subscribers. He actually only had 600 subs when I actually knew who he was. So I always knew that he was something there. And it's been so brilliant seeing his journey progress from 600 subs to then going up to 70k. I mean, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. We've collabed a couple of times before, so, you know, we've got a great amount of respect for each other. So just showing some friendly streamer love, really. That's the version of I'm calling it. But unfortunately, can't really be there. I mean, I'm trying to watch his stream whilst I'm doing mine as well. It's a bit difficult to do both, but I'm just so excited on this game. It's Christmas every single year for Championship fans. It's the biggest game in all of football, and I would arguably say the biggest game in at least England. It really, really is. And whilst a lot of the time it's a cagey affair, it's a massive spectacle. I really hope that it goes similarly to the distance as it was last year with Luton and Coventry. Natalie, look at all these new viewers coming in from Matt's stream. Joey's Reviews, welcome. Vijay, welcome back. And Natalie, welcome. Gatsby's outside. So for anyone that doesn't know, Gatsby is my cat. Large, ginger, lovable Maine Coon cat. He's outside at the moment. He's enjoying the sun, so I don't think we'll see him today unless he purposely tries to look for me. Sometimes he goes through these stages where he just needs to know where I am, and sometimes he makes an appearance. But seeing as it's a nice weather going on, I don't think we'll see him today. But we never know. He's surprised me a couple of times before. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, Charlie, I will voice that. if you've not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It really does help the growth of his channel. Who do I support, Barry? So I am a Chelsea fan because my dad supported Chelsea growing up. But I've got ties, you know, because I'm an Essex lad, so I'm looking at how other clubs in Essex perform as well. So you would have, if you saw the very start of my stream, I would have talked about Bromley and the comparisons they have to Chelmsford, because they were kind of competing with each other for a long period in the National League South. And I work in Ipswich, so since I actually started work, which was actually July 2022, they've just been going on a really good success at the moment. So I've been kind of bringing a good luck charm since I've been working in Ipswich. So obviously looking over Ipswich, because ultimately the reason that I can actually afford things is because of people in Ipswich. I'm always going to look through how teams in Essex are doing, even though there's not really a large representation in Essex at the moment, nor at least a very strong one. But ultimately, I'm a Chelsea fan, really. You know, they're the shirts that I've been having when I was like 5 to 10 years old. We've watched, you know, upon many finals and stuff like that, and I've travelled good distances to see them as well. This is my first live stream, yeah, and I absolutely love it. Thank you for turning up, Barry. I really do appreciate it. Natalie, how am I? I am doing great. I'm really excited for the playoff final today. It is, as I said, just Christmas every single year for us Championship fans. In terms of the subscribes, that's a new word, subscriptions, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you everyone for tuning in, because, oh no, is it not working? I always hated when it doesn't work. Oh, come on. Oh, all right. I'm not even going to be in the mood for that. So, ideally, that should have worked and you should have seen the amount of subs. I'll probably pick half time to try and fix that. But just in case any of you were wondering, we're on 2,617. Thank you so much for the terrific support. I really do appreciate it. As I said, please do like and please do subscribe. It really helps the growth of this channel. It really is massively appreciated. And in fact, what I've got to do, I've got to actually unhide every part of this scorecard. I've now got to also change this, because last time I actually used this scorecard was Watford Leeds. If you remember, that was a 2-2 draw. I actually titled it Leeds Drop Points, so a little bit of my objectivity being put under threat there, because it was a massive result for Ipswich Town when Watford were able to get a draw. I mean, to be fair, I think it was justified. Watford also got a draw against Ipswich as well, hard fought draw. So ultimately, that's in the past. We're now looking to today, which is the situation of the final Premier League place. It is either going to be Leeds United and Southampton. Both have spent a large fortune compared to majority of other Championship clubs. You would think whichever one of them has to be in the Championship next season is really going to, you know, feel like that this is a big opportunity miss. I could see both teams parting ways with managers if they do not gain promotion today. Now, can I go to capture and actually work? Right, I'm gonna have to try and do this, because otherwise you can't see the team. Oh, that's a big pain in the backside. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Apologies, guys. Professional, isn't it? Always professional here, Alexis. It really is. Technical difficulties aside. Oh, I think this is it. Ooh, don't end stream by accident. That would be a massive mistake. Oh, I didn't want that. Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh. I was hoping that things would just work for me, so I could just come on stream and just say, you know what, I don't have any issues here. I can do all of this. What's going on here? Normally I can open close tabs. Sorry. I'm going to be singing tunes in a minute, just to kind of get everyone entertained. Right, I think I fixed it. 2 seconds. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We've done it. So what I was trying to do is show you the teams, essentially. And I hope it shows my camera. Okay, it's not going to show my camera because it's taking its sweet time. Leeds have lost 3 playoff finals. Yes, they have. So they don't have a good record. Here we go. Hello, everyone. So we are back. I wanted to preview the teams, so let's do this quickly because we have got just under 5 minutes to kick off. Leeds have got Meslier. They have got Archie Gray, Joe Rodon, Ampadu and Firpo as the back four. Grulev and Glenn Kamara as the double midfield pivot. You have got Nonto, Rutter, Somerville and Joel Pirro, which has been essentially the best front four Leeds have had all season, actually. It looks like they're doing another performance today. So Wembley had one yesterday for the FA Cup final. They're doing one for the playoff final today. Finally, for Southampton, still no Bazunu, but Alex McCarthy has stepped in and has done wonders. Jack Stevens, Bednarak, Harwood Bennis and Kyle Walker-Peters as a back four is a very strong back four. You've got Smallbone, Flynn Downs, Joe Rebo as your midfield three, and then your front three, you've got Ryan Fraser, Adam Armstrong and David Brooks. Very interesting one. No Stuart Armstrong. So that is a bit of a blow for Southampton. In terms of the bench, Leeds have gone Sam Byron, Roberts, Cooper, James, Shackleton, Anthony and Mateo Joseph and Joe Gelhardt. That is a very, very stacked bench. In terms of Southampton, similarly, they've got a really powerful bench with Manning, Bree, Shay Charles, who've, you know, I don't think has really had too much of an impact this season, unfortunately. Sulemana, Joe Rothwell, Ross Stewart, Edozie and Che Adams, who can be a massive game changer when called upon. So I think that's everything we need to preview. No, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, don't want Microsoft Edge at all. I think it's just a default browser that I've got. Yes, they have. Absolutely pouring it down in Wembley, yes. I mean, it was raining not too long ago in Chelmsford, but it's cleared now. So we've got some nice blue skies in the moment. So I do think if they could just weather the storm, no pun intended, for a little bit of time, we should get some nice summery skies going to London very, very soon. The 106-point record in the Championship is so unbreakable. I mean, I think this season is living proof on how difficult it is going to be for any team to break that record. Leicester were on course to not only break the record, but to smash it. But then you just have a period of 5 bad games, and then automatically it's gone. So the level of consistency to get 106 points in any season is absolutely like bonkers. It really, really will be. It will remain unbreakable. I'd like to say that a couple of teams may get close to it, but I am tempted to say it will be unbreakable. It's just so difficult to be that consistent. I mean, if I'm doing the quick maths in my head, the total amount of points, or the max points you can get in a 46-game championship season is 138 points. So essentially, you can only drop 32 points in a season. That is under 11 defeats and 0 draws, and the rest being wins. I mean, that is insane, isn't it? Yeah, Jack, how are you coping with Birmingham going down to League One? Are you still, are you still following the allegiances to the Championship? Because I know you've got great connections to Ben HD as well as I do, and also Matt, of course. So I'm assuming you might stick around as well. But yeah, it's crazy really, because what we've had this season, which is something that doesn't happen often, but all 3 newly promoted clubs stayed in the league. Whereas in direct contrast in the Premier League, all 3 newly promoted teams have gone straight back down. So it really couldn't be any more different in terms of the Championship and the Prem this season. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you. It's good to know. Right. I'm just so excited. Come on, please just kick off already. It's 3 o'clock, please. It looks like it's going to be Leeds that kick this off for us. I haven't managed to get a headset for this, so I'm just going to have to just try and read the players' numbers, but honestly, my eyesight's just terrible as it is. So if I do misassociate a player, I do apologise in advance. But I will try my best. It's going to be Joel Pirro who's going to have the first touch in this incredibly tense playoff final. And it's live in Wembley Stadium. Are you ready for this? Because I know I am. They have officially kicked off. Now, I'm not ready because I've not got my timer, but we will introduce it when I find a convenient opportunity to do so. Leeds already on the ball here, just kind of letting the ball go out of play, and yeah, nothing's really happened at the moment. I don't know what's going on with my computer here. Oh, this is not good. What's going on here? There we go. I was a bit worried there. My computer froze very, very briefly. So I was thinking that I was going to lose my stream, but I haven't, which is good. Good. Let's make sure that we do not lose our stream already. That'll be a bit of a world record time. This could be a good attack for Leeds. Ah, it's just lost in the crucial part of the attack. Final ball's not quite there, but already, just with 45 seconds in, Leeds having the first attack of the game. But that's really not much to say about that, because there's so much more of this game left to go. Oh, Matt's getting loads of donations at the moment. He's going to have an absolute field day today. He's going to absolutely enjoy it, and I don't blame him. It's raining. Yes, it is raining at Wembley. Will it continue? I mean, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is that in Chelmsford, which is not far away from Wembley, it's blue skies and nice sunshine. So give it about 10 minutes, and I will say, yeah, give it around 10 minutes at most. I think the rain will clear and we'll see some lovely blue skies. Leicester only drew 4 games, joint fewest in a 46-game season. Yeah, but it was their defeats, and a lot of their defeats were by 1-goal margins, Leicester, so they didn't lose heavily often. You know, it's quite rare for Leicester to lose quite heavily. I think the heaviest defeat I can think of, correct me if I'm wrong, is Coventry. Because I think it was originally 3... Was it 2-0, 3-0 Coventry, but then Leicester made it 3-1. It was either 3-1 or 2-1 or something like that. In Monaco, it's sunny. Oh, but it's Monaco. Of course it's going to be sunny, Jack. Hoping Tom Cleverley gets the Hornets buzzing. I am intrigued to see how Watford would do now that they are appointing Tom Cleverley permanently. I am quite excited by that. Not many wins, but he actually started to get a little bit of a winning streak in the final couple of games of the season. And I think the more impressive thing is that Watford have barely lost since Tom Cleverley took over. Yeah, the only thing that'll be a little bit worried is that he didn't win too many games, but he has definitely made Watford a lot more organised. It was, oh yeah, 3-1 to Leeds and Coventry both away, right? Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I thought it was those 2 games. It's the last chance for Watford to get promoted with their parachute payments. Shot! Ooh, a shot by Archie Gray. It'll be Watford, Norwich's last chance as well, if I'm not mistaken as well. Archie Gray just makes a really, really good run. Manages to find some space in midfield. I don't know where Southampton's midfield is there, but finds space slightly wide of the post. Probably takes a shot a bit too soon, and first sort of half chance goes away from Leeds. Southampton have barely gone in out of their half really at the moment. Excuse me, eating chocolates here. I mean, it's an interesting game because I do see Russell Martin's teams a lot of the time liking to keep the ball. But Russell Martin's been able to tweak his style a little bit. He's been able to sometimes play a little bit more counter-attacking. But I'm telling you, all the attacks at the moment are going Leeds' way. Joel Pirro just missing a really, really good pass from Nonto. And it goes away for a throw into Southampton. Vijay, you're an absolute legend. Everyone do give a shout out to Vijay. He has donated £1. Thank you so much for the terrific support. Thank you everyone choosing to spend your time with me, because there is healthy competition with coverage of this playoff final, and you guys have chosen to spend your time with me, and it's really, really appreciative. Gives me the pressure to try and give you the best coverage possible. I can only tell you what my eyes can see, and what I can see right now is Junior Furbo holding the ball and about to take a throw in for Leeds, and they're in the attacking half at the moment. Okay, Somerville looks like he draws a free kick. I would say just under 20 yards out. It's a little bit on the left-hand side though, so I don't think he can directly go for goal, but it'll be a good set-piece situation for Leeds. West Brom have used all of their ones. Yes, they have. It's a 3-year cycle, the parachute payments, if I remember, so Norwich will have 1 year left. Trying to think who else would have nearly exhausted their parachute payments. I mean, was it Sheffield United that went down with Norwich and Watford? But then Sheffield United, of course, got promoted. So then that 3-year parachute payment will then resume back to 1 year this season. And that's sort of like the unfairness of it that a lot of neutrals are trying to talk about, which I do understand. There needs to be, I think, some sort of policy that a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to bore you guys. Oh wait, hang on. Free kick. Somerville looks quite delightful. Headed in by Amadou, cleared, but only partially cleared, and it's going to be a throw-in. Leeds. I'm not going to bore you with accounting policies and tax procedures, but there's like one tax called inheritance tax, and I don't know why I'm linking it to here, but they've got like a tapering policy that always lowers with the amount of years. I think that's what they need to do in terms of income gained from parachute payments. They kind of taper that down and down and down, which they do when you stay in the championship, but I think they should do that. Oh, hang on. Attack here by Nonto, and it's a very easy save for Alex McCarthy in the end. Again, it's Leeds with all the chances at the moment. I just think something needs to be done just to try and level the playing field, I find, for teams that just yo-yo up and down the leagues. Don't forget Manus B. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just a brilliant representative for our community. I'm still yet to meet him, but he's been definitely wanting to meet me. We could have had a good opportunity this season when Ipswich played Coventry, but unfortunately something both our ends have prevented us going to their respective home games. Unfortunately for the case against Coventry, I had an exam within like a couple of days after Coventry played. This could be a chance for Leeds. Ipswich, all good defending in the end. Downs, and it's cleared by Stevens, and it's a throw into Leeds. It's all Leeds at the moment. Southampton have barely strung 3 passes together. If any team looks more likely to score, it is certainly Leeds. They want a foul, it's not been given. And Southampton now can have a small spell on the ball. Will Smallbone? Oh, that'll be a free kick to Southampton. Yeah, it's not a great tackle by Junior Firpo there. David Brooks riding the challenge there. He's staying down. I hope he's back up now. I hope he's not too hurt by that. Oh, yeah, it's not the best of tackles. I mean, it's not malicious in any way, but it's definitely a tackle that catches Brooks. So, definite free kick for me. But I think correct not to award a card per se. The possession just shown by Sky is scary for Southampton. 70% Leeds and 30% Southampton. So, I mean, yeah, Leeds holding on to the ball, but this is definitely Southampton's longest play on the ball. But again, they just lose it. And I've got to say, this is just built by brilliant pressing from Leeds at the moment. Somerville now receives the ball. Or the pass, he just used it as Stevens manages to intercept it. And it is Walker-Peters now on the ball against Somerville. I did speak about the battle between Somerville and Walker-Peters in my predictions video. So I am intrigued to see how that battle's going to happen. So, yeah, there's Stevens. Aribo. There's Harwood-Bellis. It's not got too many options there that can be an advancing pass. Back to Harwood-Bellis now. And Leeds just really, really up for this. That's what I can see. They are pressing Southampton so heavily at the moment. And to remember, Leeds have not beaten Southampton this season. It's actually Southampton have picked up 2 wins against Leeds at the moment. So I didn't watch all the games from 1 minute to 90 minutes, so I don't know if Leeds are playing anything like they did in their previous games. But if anything, what I'm seeing in this game more than any other game I've seen from Leeds this season is how aggressive they've been. And I think they're certainly looking fired up for this, which I think they should. I think Southampton look a little bit calmer, which could work to their advantage, but it could also work to their disadvantage. Okay, here's Southampton on the ball now. Oh, that's a good ball. Adam Armstrong now in space. Passes it. Smallbone. It's back to Armstrong. Has a shot. It is blocked by Ampadu. Small first opening for Southampton here. This could be a good chance here. Pass. And it's intercepted by Archie Gray. He does really well there to get the ball away from the box. Southampton want to continue play. They do continue play. It is Scott Fraser that produced the unbelievable pass. That is a brilliant play, bit of play by Fraser. And it's now back to the calmness of Southampton, just kind of playing it out. So definitely this spell of the game, Southampton having more of the ball now. Oh, a bit of an advanced play there. Oh, they want a free kick, Southampton, and it's been given for them. Southampton ever so slightly just growing into this now. Let's see this again. So Harvey Bellis, I mean, it's collected so well here. That first time pass from Ryan Fraser, sorry, is unbelievable. I also going to give a shout out to Joe Aribo. I think Joe Aribo is now asserting some dominance in that midfield as well. So they're all doing, in their own way, very well currently. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm really pleased that Southampton are now looking a little bit more competitive. Leeds could suffer something like Southampton in the 97-98 season, 90 points and not get promoted. Wow, that's the last time a team with over 90 points not getting promoted. That is insane. That's brutal. Would you stream any England games? Depends on my work schedule. Because in the last Euros I didn't have work. I had university. I've got work this time, so if I can, I don't know if I can book work off now. I'll need to look ahead. I mean, I've got a week off this week for my exam. Smallbone, oh! He goes for goal, Smallbone. The audacity to go from there is insane. But it's the first proper chance. It's going right, like in the middle of the goal. And Melier has to produce a diving save to keep it out. Great chance for Southampton. That's the closest any team has got to scoring. But when I can, I will certainly talk through England's games. I can go through predictions and coverages and stuff like that as well. Oh, corner comes in, Media misses it, but luckily for him, a Southampton player doesn't collect it in the rebound. It goes out of play. I didn't actually see if it actually came off anyone. If it did, it's going to be a goal kick, and I think it is. So let's see. Smallbone with a corner. And it gets nowhere near it. I mean, it's a battle between Rodon and Aribo, and just no one gets anywhere near the ball. Crawley never beat Crewe this season, and yet they still won at Wembley. That is very true, Watchalong Gorman fan. You know, the playoff as a whole is an anomaly, I think, to the season. I still can't believe Crawley got promoted. The football that they were playing in the playoffs, I was like, where's that football been? You know, all season. And that's a monumental achievement for Crawley, because I think it may have been last season where they were right there with Colchester fighting for relegation. And then they made the right decisions to get themselves promoted. I just really hope that Colchester can find some light in the end of the tunnel. I'm going to have to put my faith in the Cowley brothers, but recruitment's going to be difficult. Thank you everyone still watching the stream. If you've not liked the stream, please do so. It really does help the growth of this channel. We are 14 minutes in this game so far. Still no goals. Couple of saves from both keepers actually. Crawley lost 18 out of 46. I mean, 18 defeats is quite a lot, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see how they cope with League One next year. But I see it as more as a brilliant opportunity for Crawley. Especially if they can get a couple of seasons in there. So just deal with some quickly. Previous encounters in the season doesn't matter. Yeah, that's like the main point we've established here. We can only just talk about it as evidence of previous playings, but the only thing that we can only evidence is how really they've been performing, like, in the playoffs themselves, building up to the game. Crawley going 24th there, like Carlisle. So, early prediction for Lots of Gone fan. He's predicting Crawley to go straight back down to League 2. And I probably wouldn't be too surprised, honestly. I think I would dare say 95% of people will be predicting Crawley to finish in the bottom 4. Oh, that Armstrong, he sure did used to tune into me, Vijay. If you know, you know. Where will Birmingham finish? I would imagine at least top 6. It'll be a terrible season for Birmingham if they can't get promoted, in my opinion. So, for me, at least top 6. I think, I'm right in saying we're still waiting for Birmingham to appoint a manager. Nonto looking like he's drawn a foul here. Has Joe Rebo always been bald, or is that something new? Something tells me that I'm not quite getting used to Joe Rebo having no hair. I'm right to say that Joe Rebo used to have hair, right? I'm not just confusing him to someone else. I hope not. I'll be more attentive to League One, two of my favourite teams in the same league. Well, yeah, of course, Blackpool's still there, aren't they? It was a shame with Blackpool. They kind of played well a bit too late, and then in their final game, they lost out. Was it to Reading? They lost quite heavily in the end, and they just ultimately that result confirmed that they wouldn't get top 6. And to say that Oxford, who actually started off in game week 46 outside of the top 6 and are now a championship team, it does show you the levels that can happen. All right, Leeds on the ball here. Nonto, overhit from Nonto. Doesn't find Joel Pirro at all. And McCarthy collects. Yeah, I thought that's what I remember Aribo having, a ponytail. So I'm still getting used to him having no hair. So I was a bit hesitant saying, is that Aribo? But it actually is Aribo because of his hairstyle change. Apologies guys for eating, I'm hungry. Mad League 2 prediction, right, here we go, let's read this. NK Dons to get relegated to non-league, wow. Wow. Now, I can see one scenario actually supporting that. I do think they're going to have a really tough season next year, MK Dons. They do typically yo-yo up League 2, League 1. Missed out this year and pretty embarrassingly lost out as well to Crawley. I mean, I'm not saying missing out to Crawley was embarrassing, but it was the manner where they missed out was embarrassing. The aggregate score, was I right to say that it was the largest aggregate playoff score? Somerville's trying to find Nonto. He does find Nonto, but Nonto tries to be a bit too creative. Archie Gray can't get there in time. It is good defending by Stevens there. But he plays on, referee. Gray crosses, no one's there to receive it. Okay, Glenn Kamara. Georgina Rutter is up against Carl Walker-Peters and Smallbone. Tries to find Glenn Kamara, but it looks like it's defending right. Southampton got a free kick. That would have been quite a controversial goal if it was given, because I think there were a couple of fouls in that build-up, and that's sort of like the disadvantage of Leeds playing a little bit aggressive at the moment. They could potentially go a little bit too aggressive, and they could disrupt their attacking play. I'm seeing so many people putting us first. Yeah, I mean, putting anyone first, I think is just always a bit of a risk to do it this early on. But I certainly think Birmingham are one of the favourites. Yeah, Rotherham, I've actually started their business quite early, but yet again, they've also got Steve Evans as a manager, and do I see Steve Evans being a League One winning manager anymore? We'll have to wait and see. He'll have to repeat his successes he's done for many, many years. Steve Evans had a little bit of a comeback with Stevenage and with how he's transformed them, but he had to go down to League 2 to do it, so now it's immediately like from League 1 now. You know, are we interested to see how Steve Evans does? Wrexham first, they won't be first. They absolutely will not be first. Wrexham could be top half, but I don't think they'll be first. Not a chance. If that, you know, what would have had to confirm Wrexham being first for me? They would have had to win League Two comfortably for me to think that they could potentially finish triple promotions in first. But they didn't. They've got, I still think, based on their recruitment, they've got a couple of vulnerabilities that they've got to try and patch up. Paul Mullin will do some damage? Oh, absolutely. I think he'll have a great season. But I don't think, it doesn't mean that I think Wrexham will finish first though. No, no chance. Excuse me. Great step from GHGN. Oxford, 57th club since the rebrand. Because the last time Oxford were in the second division, it was just before I was born. I think 99-2000 was the season that they got relegated. That's going to be really, really exciting. Kind of reminds me of when Wycombe were up. See, Plymouth were up after the rebrand, so they were technically not a new club, but I think Wycombe were actually never a second tier club, so it was a huge moment in their history. Here comes another Leeds attack, Georgina Rutter. Archie Gray. I hope they don't score now because I've got a lot of food in my mouth at the moment. Oh, cross. And it's just wide. It looks like Ben Bloom's at Wembley, which is great. He just had the stats about Archie Gray. About Andy Gray being the youngest Leeds player. Archie Gray, I think, has now overtaken that. That's insane. Great bit of history, and actually Andy Gray, the club's ambassador, is actually already there as well. It's a good bit of history that we're witnessing here. Archie Gray being one of the young players of the season. In fact, he was voted young player of the season, I believe, this year in the Championship. Richly deserved. He certainly would have been one of my picks. But I'm not taking away from any other incredible players as well. The Championship this year has been insane. And I've actually not spoken about, you know, like other things that have happened. Oh, there's going to be a chance. Adam Armstrong is through 1-1. Surely he has to score. He does score. It is 1-0 to Southampton. They made it look so easy. That composure from Adam Armstrong to finish that off is not easy. Southampton, who have only had one shot on target in this game, this is now their second shot on target, and it constitutes to a goal. It looked really, really simple in the end, and Leeds just stopped pressing. Smallbone, he's onside as well. I think Joe Rodon plays him onside. Oh, that timing from Armstrong. And do you know what I like as well? His posture as well. He's not leaning too far forward. He knows not to lean too much forward. It is not offside at all. He is clearly on. The timing of the run is perfect. So simple in the end. Smallbone doesn't even really do a first time pass. It's just beautifully delivered. Brilliantly timed by Armstrong. And brilliant composure to finish right in the left-hand corner as well. Melier gets a leg out, but he can't get his leg out quick enough to block it. It is 1-0 Southampton, and this is for the third time in a row where Southampton have taken the lead against Leeds this season. Yep, never offside. Completely agree, GHGN. Even just seeing the replay, just knew straight away wasn't offside. And it was so simple in the end. You know, Leeds were making it really, really difficult for Southampton. Southampton defending pretty well. But then it's like they switched off. It started like from a dead ball situation where Southampton had a free kick and they weren't completely concentrated. I think Daniel Farke will be disappointed on the lack of concentration within that goal. This is one of the reasons why I'm not predicting next season. I can't keep on being disappointed. Oh, right. I mean, yeah, you not... Do you have like a rivalry for Southampton or something? Or anything? I mean, to be fair, if you've got many of your clubs in League One next season, I mean, understandably, you know, probably would be following more League One than you'll be doing for Championship. I mean, I understand it's hard. I just try and do it for the fun of it. You know, I'm already anticipating Chelsea to have a difficult season because I have no idea who we're getting in as a manager. I'm already anticipating a difficult season for Ipswich. I actually would have given them a chance, but the speculation that Kieran McKenna's been getting quite recently is just not helping at all. It has meant that there's been almost no transfer business at all from Ipswich as well. So I think whilst there's many things that can go against it, I still love football and I'm always going to predict it when I can. Here comes Southampton again. Walker-Peters. It is blocked by Junior Firpo and Southampton have won a corner. Leeds have now completely capitulated. They were so comfortable and dominant in the opening 10 minutes. But Southampton now are looking very, very comfortable. Oh, you predicted Southampton to be relegated last season in 20th place. Well, that's exactly what happened, didn't they, in the Prem? Oh, I tell you what I need to do. I need to predict. I need to react to my predictions for the Championship and the Prem, which I will do soon. Right, Leeds tried to break from a corner, but again, just... It's the final ball that's just not connecting the dots at the moment. It feels like a misunderstanding, which I would have hoped that Leeds would have already established at this point of the season. But I don't know. There's something that doesn't feel quite right, sadly, in Leeds' attacking play at the moment. There's clearly like quality, pace in the passing, but the ball's just not finding the right player at the right time. Southampton made the perfect pass and the perfect run to the perfect player. Leeds have got to try and find that combination as well. Now, I think David Brooks is down and then they've not stopped play as of yet. Are they going to kick the ball out of play? Yeah, they're going to, I think. I mean, yeah, I think it's David Brooks who's down and Ampadu is obviously going to kick the ball away, being that's his international teammate. Chelsea had to play 2-0 clash for someone in the qualifying final in the UEFA Conference League. I mean, I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. I was so happy that they got 6th in Europa League football and Manchester United have stolen it from them. I'm not going to say stolen it. They've earned it for beating Man City. Ultimately, getting Europa League would have papered over the cracks for what has been a pretty difficult season from Chelsea as a whole. But my Premier League table predictions were much better than last season. I need to compare the scores from my Premier League and Championship predictions from last season, but I'll be looking at everyone else's predictions, don't you worry about that. Everyone will get their chance to shine, and everyone will get their chance to have a laugh as well. It's always my way to go. Oh, look at those fans there for Southampton. They are absolutely loving life, and I don't blame them. Oh, but see, the thing is, if Southampton go up, we won't get... Pompey and Saints playing against each other. Oh, that's quite painful now that I know that. Dang. I'm a little bit conflicted now that Southampton are winning. I would love to see Portsmouth and Southampton as a league game, because I don't think it's happened in over 10 years now. Man United can have the worst possible season and still get Europa League next season. Well, that's just using any of your opportunities to gain what you need. And they saw the FA Cup as a big opportunity and they brought it. Ultimately, if Chelsea wanted to secure a European competition, they should have prioritised trying to win a trophy. and they didn't. Can't believe they parted ways. I know they used parted ways for getting rid of Pochettino. It's almost like they've made their mind up that they did not want Pochettino because he was being too demanding in his ways over the transfer strategy. That does really scare me about how the ownership is going at the moment. I need to just keep my eye on it, and if there are things that I'm just not happy with, I'm just going to have to try and speak out on it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to change anything, but I'll let people know about it. And I'm quite anxious to see who they pick. It's been De Zerbi, it's been Amorim, it's been McKenna for a bit. I feel, as an instinct, it's going to be Amorim or De Zerbi, but nothing will surprise me. I would not be surprised if we end up with Enzo Maresca. Nothing surprises me about Chelsea Football Club anymore, so who knows what will happen. There's a couple more stoppages occurring in this game at the moment, which is disrupting the flow a little bit, but that is all in Southampton's benefit. Now that they're winning this game, they would absolutely want to keep the scores as low as possible. I need to remember to watch back Matt's stream to see how he reacted to my donation, actually. There's a good reason why the finals of the FA Cup... There's a good reason why the finals of the FA Cup 2021 and 21-22 were before the Premier League season ended. Yeah, I mean, it was down to scheduling, really down, wasn't it? But, you know, what can we do? Chelsea did what they could to try and get a Europa League place. And ultimately, we would have had to rely on just Man City beating them, which I think, to be fair, majority of people would have thought they would have done anyway. But can't complain. The only thing that I can moan is that other English teams didn't perform well in Europe, because ultimately, if Man City played better, if Liverpool played better, if West Ham played better, if Aston Villa played better in Europe, we could have had an extra place for a Champions League, and hence the Europa League would have been passed down to Chelsea. But that didn't happen in the end. Liverpool lost out to the eventual Europa League winners in the end. Man City probably going to lose out to the eventual Champions League winners in the end. West Ham lost out to the runners-up of the Europa League in the end. I was going to say winners, but yeah, Leverkusen actually lost the game. I forgot about that. And then Aston Villa, I mean, who knows what Olympiacos are going to do regarding Conference League, but yeah, it's disappointing. Disappointing, really. Because they could have really helped the rest of the league out by opening more spaces for Champions League and Europa League, but yeah, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Just unlucky. We'll just have to take it on the chin. I mean, if Chelsea want to take that competition seriously, I actually expect nothing less to get to the final at least and win it. Because the teams that are currently in that Conference League, Chelsea should be able to beat with their eyes closed. Should being the key word. If West Ham can win it, I mean, come on now. I'm just saying. Right, David Brooks has gone down for like the third, fourth time now. I think he needs to go off. David Brooks, I think, needs to go off now. I hate to say that players need to go off, especially for something as big as the playoff final, but I think he's gone down one too many times at the moment. He had a pretty terrible tackle from, was it Firpo, like near the beginning of the game, and then he landed awkwardly on his shoulder, and since then, he's just falling apart now. Do you think Southampton or Leeds will win? Asked Natalie. I mean, I predicted Leeds to win before the game, 2-1 after extra time. They're currently losing at the moment. Southampton looking pretty good at the moment. Right, David Brooks is going off. Edozie is replacing him. I think that's a pretty good substitution there. Almost a like-for-like replacement in that area of the pitch. Ipswich came out of nowhere to ruin Leeds and Southampton. It's quite unbelievable. And I do think everyone's now recognising the successes of the money supergiants of the three relegated teams for the Prem were, because they were three established Premier League sides. Ipswich just randomly came from League One in a much lower budget, but were just performing out of their skins to get 96 points. I mean, to get 96 points in any season is sensational. I can't remember how many points. Was it 194 points that they got in 2 seasons? 98 plus 96? That level of consistency over 2 different divisions is unheard of. I can't think of any other team doing it. And the difference of this back-to-back promotions compared to Southampton and Norwich who did it in the past, they did not have to score anywhere near the number of points Ipswich had to score. Okay, this could be a chance for Leeds. Somerville on the ball. But brilliant defending. I'm telling you what, this Southampton have defended the best I've seen in quite a while, actually, because Southampton defensively have looked a little bit vulnerable. But here, they look so focused. They know the threats for Leeds, and they are just doing all they can to stop them. And it's Flynn Downs, actually, who defends that. I don't know, someone said that Flynn Downs is a huge player there, and I agree. He so far has been incredible. And I think I've been seeing a couple of Southampton fans on social media just stating how important Flynn Downs is to the squad. Adds just another level of a defensive solidity, but he's so creative as well. Yep, the sub did occur for Southampton. Edozie on for David Brooks, so there will be 4 left. Feeling a bit of a nothing club. I mean, they're just kind of going round their own way, really. Right, I'm noticing you can really only see my face. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. That's much better. So, at this moment of time, I feel like they're just establishing themselves in the moment. I think, give it a bit of time, once they do have a really strong squad and, you know, that's got a good depth, they can certainly try and get European places. You know, they've got a manager who could do it in Marcus Silva. Last time a newly promoting for the 3rd tier ended up to the 2nd promoted, and the top players champions of the 2nd tier was Derby County in 86 season. Wow. Yeah, so that's another thing in common with those newer sides I've got back-to-back promotions. Neither of them won. Norwich had, I think, were behind West Brom in that league. Or was it West Brom? No, what was it? Who did Norwich lose out to? It could have been West Brom. I wonder if they went up far the playoffs. And Southampton lost out to Reading. That I do remember. Fulham have at least survived more than 2 seasons. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what they were proving to be for quite a large stage. But now they've established themselves, I actually do think there's some really good things going on with Fulham at the moment. I think it just feels a bit understated at the moment because they're just in that mid-table position and not getting European places as of yet, but give it patience. QPR, that's it. Thank you, cheers, Jim. Thank you for reminding me. Of course, Amrabat, how can I forget? Yeah, no, thank you for reminding me. Nah, the season before was when West Brom went up. They went up with Newcastle. Right, Bednarak has been shown a yellow card. I believe that's the first yellow card I've seen. Yeah, that's certainly a really not a great challenge at all on Chigino Rutter there. The Polish defender has now picked up the first yellow card of this game. Yeah, there's been no other yellow cards. So yeah, Bednarak is the first player to gain a yellow card in this game. I have a feeling that won't be the only yellow card we've seen, especially if we're not even in the second half at the moment. What I hope we don't see is red cards. The only time I think red cards would actually be quite entertaining within the game is if they're near the end of the game, where the game is in the balance. Right, Archie Gray. Leeds now having a small spell of ball. Glenn Kamara. Here's Ampadu. Firpo, but he's struggling to find a way past Walker Peters. He's going to have to do something. You can't just pass it back. And Smallbone intercepts the pass. Brilliant defending from Smallbone. It's a throw-in to Leeds. Right, throw-in. It's taken quickly. Somerville. He's up against Walker Peters. It looks like 2 players are going to have to try and intercept Somerville. Walker Peters does get the block in the end, but that's with a little bit of help from Edozie, making Somerville take the ball a little bit earlier. It is, however, a corner to Leeds. I definitely don't think this game is over yet. There's certainly more twists and turns to come. Just going to quickly change our graphic. Somerville with the corner. McCarthy gets a punch to it just outside the box. Gruev heads it back to danger. Kamara with a chance. Oh, what a miss! Oh, what an incredible miss! That's like from 2 yards out. I think it may have been actually a brilliant bit of defending. Let's see this again. It looked like it was Kamara with a shot, but it actually could have been really good defending. I might cut Kamara a little bit less slack here. That actually might have been an incredible bit of defending. Oh my god, it is as well. That was Bednarak. Oh, was it? Was it Bednarak? I mean, it's a goal kick by the looks of things. I don't know if it was offside. That to me looked like that Kamara missed from 2 yards out. But to be fair, the defending there from Southampton was desperate as anything. And it looked like they put him off enough for him to miss. But that was really close. Here come Leeds again. Leeds are now starting to ask some questions. Probably a little bit late in his half. Rutter, it's not the best across. It's been headed away. Somerville. Oh, yeah. Edozi's done really well since he's come on, actually. Just adding a little bit of energy. And actually, he's just playing a little bit more defensive than what David Brooks would be playing as well. So it's almost like that they've taken one attacker off, but they've added another midfielder in just to solidify things in that midfield area at the moment. Crystal Palace will be playing their 12th consecutive season. They've accumulated more than 40 points and less than 50 points. Yeah, I mean, it's remarkable consistency from Palace, isn't it? I tell you what, they were not far away from 50 points. Glasner at one point was making Palace play out their skin. Some of the results they're getting in the final day of the season makes me really excited to see Crystal Palace this season. Here's Ampadu. Gruev now on the ball, who I've not really said a lot of things about. He's barely been in this game, honestly. Archie Gray against Ryan Fraser, who I called him Scott Fraser by accident, but it's Ryan Fraser. Here's Firpo. Referee kind of gets in the way, but he finds Rutter. Rutter with the run. Firpo, good defending again. Can Somerville... I'm not too sure that's a foul, personally. Somerville gets booked. I need to see this again. It looked a bit theatrical, I can't lie. Let's see this again. Phoenix Harbour Bellis, let's see. I think that is actually quite scandalous. Let's see this again. Oh, wait, okay, no, he actually does catch him. But it definitely doesn't warrant the theatrical dive that Harbour Bellis made. He knew that had Somerville won the ball, he could have scored from there. But the referee has awarded a free kick to Southampton and he has booked Somerville. That, I think, will make Leeds fans very upset, actually. Because honestly, at this moment of time, whilst I think there is contact there, I don't think it warrants the reaction from Harbour Bellis. I really don't. I'm saying as it is. You know, if I got caught in that situation there, I probably would have clutched my leg, but I would have been doing like the whole dive part of it. I think that was certainly a reaction to try and convince the referee that it was a malicious foul. And a yellow card from it as well. That could turn out to be a pretty pivotal moment in this game, actually. Southampton again with a free kick. I mean, that is insane. So they've done the last 15 passes in the final third. Leeds have had 14. Southampton have only had 1, which was their goal. It is as sunny as it is in Wembley. Well, I did tell you that in Chelmsford it was nice and sunny. You guys will be getting that sun, and look at that. The sun has arrived in London, but now in Chelmsford it's all cloudy and miserable. So don't want to burst any of your bubbles, but second half we could potentially get some cloudy skies. And that is your weather report from Next Alexis. Shot! What a save by Melier! Oh my goodness me, Southampton, I tell you what, you cannot... They always create these chances almost out of nothing. Right, another yellow card, I think, being awarded. Right, referees now starting to dish out yellow cards a little bit frequently now. Second one from Southampton, this time to Ryan Fraser. I think was fearing that Archie Gray was about to lead an attack. He brings him down in the halfway line. And that's the second yellow card for Southampton. Here's Rutter. I just wanted to do a weather report, and then out of nowhere, Adam Armstrong has another terrific shot, which is well saved by Meslier. Let's see this again. I hope they show it. Yeah, they do. Right. So it's from a free kick. So it's from these set-piece situations. Oh, that is really poor defending. Oh, my goodness me. That's really poor defending. It's Glenn Kamara that's originally on Adam Armstrong. He completely does not notice him leaving him. He's free of space and even has time to take the shot. It's a good save by Meslier, but I'm telling you, just Kamara was on him. Armstrong made a very quick run, but Glenn Kamara barely flinched. Didn't even notice that he made the run. And because of that, Armstrong had so much space. Smallbone knew exactly what he was doing with that free kick, and it was a big opportunity missed for Armstrong. Could have got a brace. Palace are very good. They've got no injury problems. Yes, I think they can potentially have a good season next year. I typically don't really predict Palace to finish near the top half of the table, but it really just depends how consistent they're going to be. Excuse me. Right, a couple of Leeds representatives here, of course. To repeat, I do think whoever loses this game, I don't think will actually be a manager in that club for next season. I personally think both of these clubs have been given the expectation to get promoted. We know not both of them can do it, but it means one of them, as a result, will probably change things and will be dissatisfied of this season. Oh, is that not handball? Okay, then if you're playing on. Flynn Downs, who's had a terrific game so far. Fraser, ghosting into the left. Oh, Edozie tries to win it, but Firpo manages to get a strong enough header, but Southampton still win the ball back. Carl Walker-Peters against Junior Firpo now. Edozie. Walker-Peters, Smallbone now. Oh, it's cleared by Rodon, and it's booted away. Crystal Palace have been a real bogey team to Liverpool in hindsight. Yeah, they have. It feels like it doesn't matter what manager they have, and it's going to be interesting with Liverpool now. Obviously, they've got a brand new manager in Arne Slot. That's going to be very, very interesting as well. I feel like how Liverpool's seasons will go will be a little bit like a slot machine. It would either be a jumbled up mess with no winnings at all, or everything will slot into place and they'll get full winnings and they can actually be a roaring success. So I'm going to stop the slot machine puns. It's going to be very, very unfunny and just cringe. So I just had to try and slot something in there. Sorry, that actually wasn't intentional. No. Oh my goodness me. No, don't even think of trying to state that I'm a comedian now. Anyway, 3 minutes of the 5 minutes of added time have now taken place. We've only got 2 minutes before half time. After half time, I might pop into match stream. Maybe give another donor, who knows. I tell you what, if I had an accountant, they'll be saying, why is my bank balance so low? I'm like, well, I have my reasons. I really do. But yeah, I mean, what a game. What a game so far. It would be brilliant if Leeds could equalise. It would make things very, very intense and exciting. Southampton looking, I dare say, quite comfortable at the moment. McCarthy has not made any spectacular saves so far. It's been Meslier who's been making more spectacular saves. Flynn Downs breaking through that midfield. What a pass that is as well to find Fraser. The cross comes in. Oh no, it's Armstrong. Not Fraser. It's Adam Armstrong that has the ball there. It's cleared. And that'll be another corner. You liked it? Thank you, Vijay. I appreciate it. I appreciate someone enjoyed my puns. Yeah. The spreadsheet will be in the Discord server. Do remind me to do that. There's been so many things I'll need to do. I need to react to my predictions table for Premier League and Championship. I also need to give out the prizes for the Prediction League, the Fantasy Leagues for the Championship and the Prem. Oh! Okay, no, it's still in play. Okay, something could happen from this. Edozie. Flynn Downs. So Southampton on the ball in the moment. And it's half time. It's advantage Southampton going into half time yet again. For the third game in a row, it is Sunderland that go into half time with the lead. Leeds having more of the ball, but Southampton having less of the ball, having more shots, more chances, and most importantly, more goals. At half time at Wembley, it's Leeds 0, Southampton 1. Unbelievable. Russell Martin just knows what to do to set up his team against Leeds. Leeds need to try and get rid of his mental block regarding the playoff finals. Please do another donation. Well, okay, we'll do that now. Well, I'll jump onto Matt's stream. I'll brighten up his day even more. I'll tell you when I do it so you guys can spot it. So I'm going to have to try and multitask. Wow, I mean, there's so many things that have happened that, you know, if you've got any questions regarding the latest news events in the Championship or any event in football, please do ask, because I swear a lot has happened when I'm always studying. So after my exam on the 3rd of June, I'm going to do my Euros preparation stuff. The sweepstake will return. I'm also going to release the prizes for the Gaffer League, the Fantasy Premier League team, and also the Prediction League as well. So everything's going to be slotting into place after the 3rd of June, because that's when I'm going to have time, all right? So just be a bit patient, just one more week. When I get my exam out of the way, I'll be back to normal, I promise. This is sort of like a one-off because this is an incredible day in the Championship, so always have to turn up for these moments here. I didn't get that. Sorry, please be quiet, Siri. Right. Do I have the remote? Why is my TV suddenly gone a bit louder? There we go. I can't time. Returning to the league. Okay. The donation is nearly out. And there it is. The second donation right on Matt. Matt's going to be thinking, what on earth is going on with me? But I did get paid for my part-time work about a couple of days ago. So I can get away with this just for now. As long as I get paid next week for my full-time work, then my bank balance should be fine. Did you know there'll be a Fantasy EFL season next season? I did hear about that. And I'm actually quite excited with that. I really am. Once again, I'm going to have to react to Matt reacting to the donation later on. I can't play it out loud, sadly, because I've not got my headset with me. I'd take Kamara off, Roberts and Archie Gray in midfield to counter-attack Flynn Downs. Yeah, Kamara's been a bit... what's the right word for Glenn Kamara here? He's just been a bit slow to react on certain things. Like that Adam Armstrong chance where he could have made it too. Glenn Kamara needs to be doing better there, because he was on Adam Armstrong. Doesn't even notice Adam Armstrong escapes him and he's free and could have scored to make it 2-0. If it's 2-0, would have been game over. So you would have been grateful for Meslier making the save as well. Flynn Downs has been brilliant. I wasn't too sure about how well Flynn Downs has played, but I now can see just from this game alone how important he is in that midfield. But Smallbone, I also think, is important as well. Smallbone and Flynn Downs will be up there as the two best players on the pitch for me at the moment. Because at this moment, I thought Leeds started well. I felt the midfield for Southampton just took a bit of time to get into the game. But as soon as they kind of got that shape and Southampton had their first chance, it's like Leeds crumbled and lost their shape. And then Southampton, bit by bit, were bombing forward, and Leeds were more for more reacting worse off to each of their attacks, and they just never really recovered when they scored their first goal. So A lot needs to be done. There does seem to be this mental block for Leeds when it comes to playoff finals, and they certainly have got the experience and they've got the players and the talent to overcome this deficit currently, but talent goes out the window where there's a mentality problem there, and I do fear that with Southampton being in this position twice against them already this season, this is the third time in a row where they've gone behind to Southampton. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Thank you to the viewers who have jumped in from Matt's stream. LVA Dimitri, welcome from Matt's stream. Footies 13s, hello from Matt SB. Oh, absolute legend. Absolute legend is Matt SB. Thank you everyone for tuning in momentarily. I mean, I'm just talking through that first half performance. I mean, they're replaying the first goal, and the offside trap there from Leeds is horrendous. It's not consistent at all. It is Rodon, who I believe had played Adam Armstrong on side. Had Rodon just been a little bit further back, Armstrong would have mistimed his run and would have been offside. But the pass from Smallbone was perfect. And Adam Armstrong, just a cool, calm finish as well. It's brilliant quality from Adam Armstrong there. Farkas made them tactically naive. They think they can't shoot. Well, I just think they just don't look confident in the final ball. I can see that there's pace there, but there's just no finesse to it. It's like they panic in the final ball, and if you can't get the final ball right, then you have no chance. Southampton have not even going to a back five. They've got a back four playing today, which you would argue with the width of, getting Somerville, Firpo, sometimes Gray in those positions there. You would have thought that they could be having a field day trying to play their game wide, but they've really struggled. But I think, again, we've got to credit Southampton. I actually think this has been one of their better defensive performances I've seen all season. Ampadu was going up towards Downs. I mean, I'm saying that Rodon played him onside. But you were correct to say that Ampadu was going up towards Downs. So again, Ampadu, just had he stuck back to his guns and spotted the run for Armstrong, probably could have done better there. So, good point from Charlie. There's the offside trap for Rodon, but then again, if you're losing a defender by trying to press for the ball when you're not watching your men behind you, then ultimately you lose a defender, and then ultimately it then becomes way too easy for the striker to score. So, good observation made by Charlie there. Didn't actually notice about Ampadu there. It's because we only have one fit centre back as well. Oh yeah, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help in the lead up to a playoff final. Are you going to watch more football matches on TV now with a new deal, just going 4 times the matches in a season? When I have time, I will. This season especially, I've really struggled to find time to watch them, but I've always been able to, when I do have the time to stream it, I always really, really enjoy it, and I will continue to do it. That's not Gatsby. No, it's not. I thought Gatsby was coming in for a minute there. Watching on 2 devices, my stream and Matt's stream. Thank you so much, Natalie, and I love to hear that. I love hearing that you're giving myself and Matt the support as well. Matt is nearly on 66,000 subscribers. If by some bizarre reason you've not subscribed to Matt SB, he is 30 subs away. So this will be a brilliant, brilliant excuse to subscribe to him now. I'll drop a link quickly to his channel, actually, if I can. So yeah, any other things going on in football, please do feel free to ask, because a lot has happened. Ironically, so much has happened, when I've been away and not, doing videos. It's like so many things need to happen when I'm not streaming or doing videos. It's a very strange coincidence. Right, I can't multitask, clearly. I'm really struggling at the moment. Liking the new channel banner Matt's got, by the way. It's got a very authentic look to it. It does remind me of actual YouTube's one, actually. Quite cool. That's someone who's really ahead of the game for YouTube at the moment, who can even update the channel banner, effectively as well. It's just, he's absolutely killing it. He is, I think, the current king of the championship. So that's Matt's channel. If you've not subscribed, he is under 30 subs away from 66,000 subscribers. Please do help my guy out. It will be absolutely amazing. Leeds are not going to watch the championship final until 2 a.m. Wow, are you? I mean, you'll be given a good awakening. Awakening? Yeah, what's the right word? It'll be worth the wait, I would hope. You know, you can kind of base what's going on based on my commentary, Matt's commentary, the viewers' reaction as well. So that'll be exciting. Oh yes, Liam Cooper on the bench. I don't remember if Liam Cooper was on the bench. That's a good pointer. Liam Cooper is on the bench, but whether he's fit, I've actually not looked into that. Probably would be someone to recommend to bring on. Matteo Joseph 90th minute equaliser would be insane. Oh, a bit similar to the one against Watford. That would be insane. All opening and final day matches, midweek fixtures, bank holiday fixtures, League 1, League 2 matches will be, and during international break will be televised. Wow, that's big. That's big. Yeah, I'm quite excited about that. But I also want to try and go to games as well. So I was going to a couple of Ipswich games, but I travelled by the train, and what they're doing is that they're making a new train station in Bewley Park. If you have lived in Essex, you probably might know where that is. And because they're constructing the train station on weekends, it means whenever it's playing the weekend, I can't therefore travel by train because they're stopping all services from London Liverpool Street to Norwich to aid the construction of the station, and they're not predicting the station will be finished until next year. So yeah, basically, if you want to go from London to anywhere near Colchester or Norfolk, you're stuffed. You have to go to Colchester. Oh no, you have to go to Whittam. Whittam's actually the station you can go towards that can actually take you straight to Colchester, Norfolk and Suffolk. How's my prediction coming along, says Richard? Well, it's not going well at the moment. There's still 45 minutes for it, but I did anticipate Adam Armstrong could get on the score sheet, so I'll take a small prize in that, but it's hard to say what's going to be going on with that. I mean, again, 45 minutes for one more Leeds goal could easily happen, because I did say 1-1 at 90 minutes and 2-1 to Leeds after extra time. So, you know, let's not underestimate how quickly things can change in football as well. I'm just more or less excited, excited to watch the game. I would have hated if Ipswich were in this exact position and I would have had to try and predict for any of them to win. My objectivity would have been absolutely tested to the limit here. It really would have. And I've tried really, really hard all season to be as non-biased as I can for Ipswich. Don't live there, but I work in Ipswich, so I do have a small allegiance there. I try my best to stay out late to watch the stream and the playoff matches at the same time. My goodness me, that's some dedication, and I'll give that to you, GSGN. You've done really, really well for it. Leeds are falling apart again. Yeah, Blue Terrier is enjoying it. He really is in the moment. I mean, God, Nonto stats, 0 shots. He needs to be doing more than that. I still remember watching Nonto. I think it may have been in, I don't know if it was the World Cup or like the last Euros, but I remember being so impressed with him, and that was the first time I've seen him play, and now he's in that Leeds squad and just, he's nowhere near performing the levels that he needs to do it. It'll be more expensive now that Ipswich is in the Premier League. Oh, the tickets will. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the tickets weren't too expensive. They weren't terribly priced. I'm more or less thinking it's going to be so much more difficult to get tickets, let alone pay for them. You know, even like within the Championship, because Ipswich were doing well, it was very difficult to get a seat. You know, if you didn't get a ticket within around 3-4 days, you'd have been doing well to find a convenient seat. You know, unfortunately, I go pretty much with no one. You know, it sounds very lonely, but I don't really take any of my family to it. You know, my family are not big in going to football games. I feel like only one of my brothers would consider going to a football game with me, but he wouldn't want to go to Ipswich. He'd want to go to Chelsea or somewhere. That's where he would want to go. Huddersfield's got Super Michael Duff. Yeah, that's right. Brand new manager. They announced it, I think, last week. So, interesting appointment. He can certainly do a good job in a League One campaign. So, I think you've got a pair of safe hands there. It's now just delivering the deed and trying to get out of League One for the first time of asking. On Ipswich, I am really nervous about how they're going to be in the Prem next season. I think a lot of people, and I wouldn't even blame it at this point, will be thinking that Ipswich will get relegated in last. I mean, I'd love to be proven wrong, but especially if there's no McKenna, there's no chance. I don't even care if they get someone exciting like a Graham Potter. They won't survive. You have to understand what McKenna has done to change Ipswich from where they were. And it was an interesting insight when I spoke to people from my office, because obviously they saw, like, they knew the bad times a lot better than what I did with Ipswich. I only just saw it as an outsider. They were almost there hand in hand to see those bad times. What McKenna has done is they've called him like a future manager, or a manager of the future. You know, in terms of the sports science and the changes he's made to training and sports science he's done, it's incredible. Now, it does sound very Graham Potter-esque in terms of sports science and personal development, but this is an example of it working well. So, either way, even if McKenna does stay, which will be the best case scenario for Ipswich, it's going to be difficult to try and maintain that, but it will certainly give Ipswich a small chance. So anyway, the second half has now just been kicked off within Wembley. Southampton currently in possession of the ball. They will be excited to know that they are less than 45 minutes away now from returning to the Premier League. So, we're nearly at 46 minutes in. I mean, stats-wise, I did say Southampton had more shots, 5 shots to 2, 3 shots on target to 1. XG-wise, doesn't look particularly great. In fact, we didn't go through stats. I was so caught up donating to Matt and reacting to you guys' comments and stuff. I didn't even do my sort of half-time debrief. Excuse me. Yeah, at the moment, there's nothing going on. There's really, like, Southampton keeping the ball at the moment. Leeds are barely touched in the second half at the moment. So, in direct contrast to how the first half was, Southampton have started this one a little bit better. But Leeds have won a free kick. Walker Peters fouling Georgina Rutter. So, do I not like my real voice sometimes? I mean, what is my real voice? Is it my conversational voice? I mean, I think just my voice just sometimes dips high and low at times in terms of its pitch. Just kind of exaggerate points a lot of the time. But, you know, I do feel like a lot of the time it can be quite dull. But I just naturally learn to animate it a little bit. That's what I tend to do. It's something that doesn't really play on my mind. Right, Edozie now. He's got past third post shot from Armstrong. Good block in the end. Southampton with the first chance of the second half. Walker Peters tries to win it back. Oh my goodness, brilliant play from Walker Peters. No free kick given. Referee's not having any of it. Somerville, but then it's won back by Southampton. And then it's won back by Leeds. It's back and forth at the moment. Right, okay. Nonto, he's got some space here. Could be a counter-attack going on for Leeds here. He's got Archie Gray running down, and he's going to pass it to Archie Gray. Archie Gray probably taking the ball a bit too long there. He's giving it back to Nonto. Here's Gruev, who's got some options. Is he going to go for the shot? No, he's going to pass it back to Glenn Kamara. So no changes, actually, from either side going into the second half, I've noticed. Gray to Gruev. Oh god, there was a counter-attacking opportunity, but then Leeds just kind of cowardly stopped it. Rodon. Oh, this is a good play. Nonto. He should. I mean, this is a chance. Oh, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, it's a miss. Yeah, chance for Somerville. Oh, it's just wide. Oh my goodness me, this is so close. I cannot believe how close. I think that's Rodon. I can't believe how close he was. He just made a desperate run. He kind of got into Nonto's way. He allowed Nonto to do what he was doing, but then Nonto hesitated, and it was a good interception, I think, by Bednarak. B then passes it back to Rodon, and then it's blocked again, and then Somerville with his classic trying to find the far corner just wide off the goal. Wow. Okay, if Leeds are going to be that close within 4 minutes, it may not be all hope lost for Leeds fans. That's all I'll say. But again, if Southampton score again, I think it'll be game over. I don't see Leeds scoring 2 in normal time at least. Firpo to Glenn Kamara. So now it's Leeds with the ball. So Southampton actually started a little bit better, but now Leeds have now got it. I'm just going to get a quick drink of water, which is, for some strange reason, I put it in front of my TV, which was not the wisest thing for me to do. Firpo. Rutter. Oh, that's not a terrible cross, but it's defended away. Walker Peters. Somerville with a shot. It's blocked. And it's going to go out for a throw-in. Right, throw-in Leeds. Good positive play from Leeds in the moment. Grubev. Back to Archie Gray. Now back to Rodon. Or was that Ampadu? Sorry, that's Ampadu. My apologies. Firpo. Back to Glenn Kamara. Sorry if you can hear French horn in the background. For some strange reason, my youngest brother is trying to practice his French horn. He doesn't actually practice, but he's just chosen today, and it's exact time he's going to practice it, so whatever. Okay. Leeds have not lost the ball for about 2-3 minutes now. But they're not conjuring many chances. So they need to do something with it. Because right now, the longer they keep the ball and they don't have chances, the clock will just slowly tick down and time will be running out for them. Okay, that's a good ball. That's an interesting ball. Can Rutter get there? And that is a free kick to Leeds. And it's a yellow card for another Southampton defender. I'd like to say I think that's Bednarak this time, or is it the other one who was fouled? Oh, it's Howard Bellis. Excuse me. So that's Howard Bellis. That confused me because I've remembered Howard Bellis not having hair. So different players changing hairstyles has thrown me off a little bit today. Because I remembered at Burnley at least he kind of had no hair, Howard Bellis. So yeah, he's changed his hairstyle. Second half still kind of ticking along, but that's a good free kick position. It's not right at goal. Somerville might fancy to take the shot, but I think he's going to take it. Oh, it's blocked. It's simply headed away. It's nothing really challenging about that. But it's Harwood Bellis with the header, the one that actually conceded the free kick in the first place. Foodie13, welcome back. It's great to see you. Are you kind of popping in by my stream and Matt's stream at this point? Either way, thank you for supporting both of us today. Corner's taken quickly by Somerville. Nonto against Fraser. Gruev, he whips a delightful ball. Not the best of connections for Maribo, but he does enough to get the ball out of play for a throw-in. We're only 7 minutes in. I would say Leeds have had it a bit better. Oh, has it been given a foul throw? What's happened here? I think they've given a foul throw. What's happened? Well, they're not showing it now. Okay, so this was Southampton's chance, where yeah, that was a block. So that was like the only chance I had. It was a dozy, and then yeah, Jack Stevens, but it's a good block by Ampadu. That must have been a foul throw. That can only explain how they lost it. Wait, what's the referee moaning about now? The referee's not happy with something here, with the throw-in. Right, yeah, now the referee wants to throw. I don't know what's going on. That's why I really would have wanted to hear the audio, to be honest. Right, Leeds taking it all in. I don't know why Somerville's trying to do these fancy passes when you're behind. Do these passes when you're at least taking the lead and stuff like that, not when you're behind. Right, Southampton now with a small spell of the ball. Smallbone loses out here. This could be a chance for Leeds. Smallbone. Oh, Somerville, sorry. Hero. But brilliant tackle by Dozy. But it's won back by Leeds again. Piro's kind of fighting with it. Kamar wins it back. No free kick awarded. I think that's correct from the referee there. Ampadu to Piro. He then loses out. Southampton are defending for their lives a bit. They've done really, really well. You started watching Countdown. How much do you like the lexicographer Susie Dent from scale of 0 to 10? I don't know what you're trying to get me to answer here. I mean, I like her. I do like her. I don't know what I'm rating here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be rating, so that's why I'm a bit hesitant on giving a score in a moment. Feels a little bit kind of... What's the right word? It's not clear about what I'm rating here. But yeah, I like her. Right, Archie Gray taking the throw in. Not a foul throw by the looks of things this time. Here's Rutter. Okay, Firpo. That's a good bit of space for Firpo to run into. He's got a dozy to beat. He does find the ball to Somerville. Glenn Kamara. He tries to find Firpo. He does, but he doesn't thread an attack through. Right, Kamara. He can pass to Nonto, but he doesn't. He goes on his own a bit. Somerville, he's got 3 players marking him, which I think is great marking from Southampton there. They know exactly to keep Somerville quiet. Rodon here. Archie Gray, who's kind of not been as forward-thinking as I would have liked him to be. Although he's got space here. Again, I feel like a lot of these players is so frustrating. They're just taking the ball a bit too long. They're like a bit panicky about what they need to do with it. I just feel like some of these players are just lacking that gut instinct to try and play a quick time pass. And I feel like some of these players are just desperately waiting for the ball to arrive at their feet, and it's not doing it at the moment. John, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that, and thank you to Matt as well for sending you over as well. Really, really do appreciate it. Leeds have just won a free kick in a great position, about 20 yards out, I would say. A bit more central this time. Currently flicking through Matt and me every 10 minutes. Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. You know, when I saw that both of us were streaming, I thought it could have potentially, you know, made one of us a little bit worse for wear. But actually, I'm really liking that you guys are trying to compensate your time for both of us. I really, really do appreciate it. Matt is smashing it at the moment. He's gonna raise so much money today. He's like, every time I pull on his feed, he's getting like a new donation every 5 minutes. He's absolutely gonna be loving today, and I can't blame him. Grev's currently got the ball at the moment. It's free kick to Leeds. I think conceded by Flynn Downs, who has been a little bit more quiet in this half. He was unplayable, Flynn Downs, in the first half. Absolutely sensational. I've actually still got Matt Stream playing. What an anticlimax. What an anticlimax. Really, really poor free kick from Somerville. Nowhere near the target. Matt is under 25 subs away from 66k. Absolutely insane. If there is any of you who have not subscribed to Matt SB, just do me a favour and do it, because he is about to achieve a monumental achievement. 66k subs is unbelievable. It really, really is. Might just quickly put the link to his channel just in case. I'm gonna try and multitask. It always never goes down well. There we go, that was much more successful. Right, thank you guys as always for the fantastic support. I mean, we gained quite a bit of coverage today. We are on 2622 subs. Thank you guys so much. It really does help. We are 378 away from 3K. Never say never. I don't know what sort of coverage and my sort of growth will happen during the Euros, but who knows? Who knows what will happen there? 500 more pounds. Oh my goodness me, Jack. That puts your donations outside the water. I still remember to the day when you were donating three-figure sums to my channel. It was absolutely should link your Insta and Matt's Insta. Yeah, that's a shout. I think my Insta is actually there. It is there in the, on the actual display. If you type lex.alex_us23, you will find my Instagram. Twitter is also in the description. I think my Instagram's also in the description as well, so you can go there to find that too. Daniel Fast and I be about something. I think he's just looking like a really frustrated figure at the moment. There's another free kick for Leeds. So Southampton drawing a lot of fouls at the moment. Free kick. Ampadu with the header. And save hands from Alex McCarthy. Just great experience. There's an added comfort when you have an experienced goalkeeper like Alex McCarthy when in those difficult situations there. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I have no doubt that you're saving for a season ticket at the moment. You've got every reason to do so, Jack. Absolutely. Well, that's a good ball. Is Adam Armstrong onside? He's offside this time. That would have been a pretty interesting opportunity if he was onside. Did Firpo play for Barcelona? He may have. I know he's Spanish. So I don't think. Oh no, he's not Spanish. What am I saying? He's from a Dominican. He's Dominican. No, I'm getting him confused now. You sounding confused. It's now making me confused for him. But no, I think he did play for Barcelona. No, he did. So good football knowledge on your part, Footy13. You're correct. Used to play for the best club in the world. Oh yeah, Alex McCarthy. I mean, he's had a long career, but he's been so consistent. He's been really consistent, and just moments like that, like when he caught the ball where the ball was floating into danger, just didn't even look nervous to collect the ball. And sometimes having a cool, calm and collected goalkeeper can make the difference. Yeah, well, you do you, Jack. It's really down to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do with it. Ultimately, it's your work, it's your time, it's your freedom, it's your money. So I have no say in it. That's a couple of Southampton players down. Leeds players looking a little bit frustrated at the moment, which I don't blame them for. Yeah, Somerville, I think. Yeah, conceding the foul there. I mean, Somerville's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card at the moment. Russell Martin looking like he's talking with Flynn Downs at the moment, which I think it'll be down to Southampton losing that control in the midfield. That's one thing I have noticed. Southampton haven't really threatened in this half, but probably with not much intention to try and get another goal. You know, they know they can win by 1-0 and still go up to the Prem. But it's more or less more controls needed to prevent Leeds having the chances that they're having at the moment. But again, McCarthy has not really made any major saves. He hasn't. And we're 62 minutes in, so I don't know what has happened to the free-scoring Leeds United that we've seen in many games this season. You know, 90 points is an equivalent of 30 wins. Typically 30 wins will get you promoted easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's brutal. Oh, Ampadu, you've got to be careful. You can't lose your head to the assistant ref. And that's my issue. So what I was saying in my predictions was if Southampton scored first, I did have a query whether Leeds would be able to not emotionally react. And what I'm seeing there unfold is Leeds as a squad losing their emotional discipline, which is exactly what I was worried about for Leeds. Which one do you reckon will be the best in the Prem next season? Oh, that is a good question. It's different, really, isn't it? I think both would be down there, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I got to tell you, predicting the Premier League this next year is going to be so tough. Galatasaray could miss out on the league title with 99 points. Wow. I know, this has sort of been the theme of the day footy. These players just keep changing their hairstyles, and it's always so off-putting, I find. You know, it took me a minute to spot Ampadu as well, because he's changed his hairstyle as well. You know, this is what happens when I have to do study and I don't pay attention to what players are doing 24/7 in their lives. Right, Southampton have got a corner. They've not had too many opportunities, Southampton, in this half. It's raining near you, Cincinnati. Yeah, it is still sunny at Remedy. It's that it did look cloudy in Chelmsford, but now it's looking okay. It's like a fair few clouds, but not enough clouds to make the place look dark. Where are you from, Natalie? Like, where would it be raining at the moment? I'm guessing like south, if I were to make a guess. Okay, that's comfortably collected by Melier. They've really. Yep, small bone with the biggest head change of them all, absolutely. Just the final ball, that's all Leeds are missing, because their build-up looks okay, but it's that final ball that they're just not getting right, and that's another free kick to Southampton. God, I do fear for Leeds. It's just time is running out. They've only got 25 minutes, and I think they're losing their heads. Dan James is coming on, which I think he should have came on quicker. Is that Nonto coming off, I think? I've got to be honest, he did not have the best game. I think he should have gone off a little bit quicker than that. Yeah, Nonto's off and Dan James is on. Can I speak in a northern accent? I don't really know anyone very well that's northern. I don't think if I can do an impression I don't think I generally can't actually think of like a voice I can try and tune into that's on northern. Like, I've got Liverpool or Manchester or Lancashire or any of those places, or I would arguably say Birmingham. All these places I can think about to try and picture a voice. I just can't. I can't like get the tone in my head to say it. I don't know. If I'm feeling more fun, I'll probably try it. But if it's anything that's notorious, I am terrible when it comes to accents. I need to like have a sentence and try and say it or something like that. Oh, in Coventry. Ah, very nice. I feel like Coventry is somewhere I do need to go eventually. Oh, this is good play from Archie Gray to keep the ball there. Can Dan James keep it on? He can. Dan James adding a bit of fresh blood coming onto the pitch. Walker Peters does very well to clear it. And Aribo gets the height advantage there and clears the ball away. If I'm doing... I mean, for a start, I don't know any accent here, but I need sentences. I think part of my problem is that I don't know what words to say. I think that's part of my problem. Dan James is pure place. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, with chance at Dozy for Southampton. He's got... Oh, that was a big chance for Southampton to put an end to the tie. This has been their only chance in this... only meaningful chance, I would dare say, in this half. So what happens? Oh, it's poor. Oh, it's really poor. Is that Rodon, who's number 14? I think that's Rodon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's number 14, I think. He not only plays a miss pass, but he tries to press the player where he's given the pass to. And because of that, it's exactly what Charlie was talking about the goal. They lose one defender from trying to run to the player to win the ball back, and then... It's only left with Ampadu to try and deal with Edozie. Edozie should really do better there. He doesn't even hit the target from that position. So, Yeah, poor from Rodon there. I'd expect him to do better. God, I'm assuming footy is that's the sentence you want me to say. Oh my god, I don't know, but I can't think of the tone. I'm just trying to think of what it might be. Mate, you gotta defend it now. Get a few tattoos and grab Newcastle Brunelli, and then you'll be able to do it. That's not good at all. Don't clip that at all. Oh my god. Yeah, you've got a lot of Wales in that team. Yeah, Rodon, James, Ampadu. Yeah, just forget that happened. Just erase that from your memory. What will be your new manager at Chelsea? Any favourites? First reaction was De Zerbi, but then I have a very strange feeling Chelsea are looking out for Amorim, because I know Liverpool wanted him and they couldn't get him, I think due to the money they would have had to pay to get him. And the new ownership, Bowley and co, just seem to be obsessive of trying to ruin other clubs by getting people, other players or managers that people wanted. So that's why being linked with McKenna to try and ultimately ruin Brighton, who are trying to get him. We've been linked to Maresca for, ultimately ruining Leicester's chances of staying up in the league. De Zerbi, kind of not relevant, but again, it's that obsession with Brighton to try and nick things from them. So I think De Zerbi or Amorim will be Chelsea's new manager. I can't really pick between the two at the moment. I didn't even know that's what that was, Philly. I thought that was you trying to contribute to a sentence for me to say. You just seemed a bit out of character, so that's why I thought it was just a random sentence. Oh no. Well, you can only have a bit of fun. You only live once. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's more things have gone on. So, Vincent Kompany is now a Bayern Munich manager. I mean, Burnley are now looking for a brand new manager. I would not have expected them to get into this situation. I would have thought that it would have been dismissed. Not Kompany leaving because of Bayern Munich. God, yeah, just mad management. It's just the managerial merry-go-round is in full swing this summer. Rooney to Plymouth, yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest. Why is Rooney managing another championship club? If Plymouth have any common sense, if things don't go well in around September time, just find another strategy. But it sounded like they had multiple managers being interviewed and they picked Rooney as the best one. I'd like to know who else they interviewed. I really do. I think he's a good pundit. I think he did a great job with the punditry, Rooney, quite recently. But now he's back in the managerial field where I just don't think he's really got a flashing CV anymore. I did forget to say Che Adams is now on the pitch. So Southampton have made another substitution. I don't know who they replaced. I couldn't remember who you replaced. Always give it a chance for Southampton. And, okay, well, it came to nothing in the end. We are just under 20 minutes. Still only 1-0 to Southampton. And it is, it's Aribo getting ahead of Archie Gray. Archie Gray looks like he's struggling a little bit at the moment. He was on his knees after trying to chase him down. So yeah, Nonto was off, which I did tell you about because Dan James is on. Is Che Adams actually officially on? Because I did see him like next to the substitutes bench. But he's not, I guess he's not officially on yet, but he looks like he should be coming on very soon. I mean, so the score not updated it yet. Football swings up and down. Oh, it really does. It's so exhausting. There's just so many things that happen within a small space of time. I don't do YouTube for like a week, and then suddenly there's so much things that have gone on. I've got like a week's worth of content, or even like 2 weeks worth of content. It's like incredible, isn't it? Rooney's a terrible manager. We have terrible free English whilst Lampard, Rooney and Gerrard. It's not a good rep, isn't it? Right, it looks like Leeds are making a triple substitution, which about time they did. Glenn Kamara's coming off. He's one of the ones. That's Connor Roberts going on the pitch. I don't even... Okay, and then Somerville's off, so he will not be getting a goal. Jaden Anthony has replaced him. And I've got to say, Somerville, I was not too impressed with him today. He's not had... He's really... just Somerville off the pitch. I think some fans are not happy about that, but he is on a yellow card, and I think mentality-wise, he was starting to get really frustrated, and the last thing Daniel Farke would want right now is to have a player sent off. Was the main factor leading to the high standards in terms of the points at both ends of the championship this season? I just think down to the competitiveness. I think the managers also give it a help as well. I think the never say die attitude for the relegation teams, I think, has helped. I think the quality and the actual squads that are in the relegation zone are teams that have got a good structure in place and, you know, that wouldn't typically be relegated. But it tells you that just a bad run of form can actually make a team too good to go down, actually go down because of that form. It means, you know, if anything that this season has taught us, it means that no team can take a championship season for granted. Birmingham had the longest streak in the championship, like since 2011, I think they were relegated, or 2012. 24-25 season starts August 10th. That's, I think, 3 weeks before my third exam, but I'll find a way around it. And 24-25 Premier League season starts August 17th. Oh my gosh. It's not far away at all. I really got to say, you know, time just flies by, I'm finding. Especially when I'm getting older. I feel like time just flies way too quickly now for my liking. It looks like Matt is still nearly there at 66k. I'm going to be very pleased for him if he can get 66k today. Southampton having a small spell of June. 26th June as fixtures could be good, could be bad. Yeah, that's another Welsh player on the pitch now, Connor Roberts. Yeah, indeed. They've got a good portion of that Wales squad, actually. A Wales team that will not be playing in the Euros this year. Yeah, he's still just under 66k, but he's nearly there. So 26th of June. So that is a month today. That is so scary how close that is. And that could be a thing I could stream or do a video on. They can have Tyler Roberts back. Yeah, I know what you're referring to there. Just under 15 minutes. Still 1-0 Southampton. All this could be a good chance for Leeds. Can Dan James keep the ball in and play? No, it's good defending by Jack Stevens. It's a corner to Leeds. Oh, an equaliser now will be really clutch for Leeds. They need a goal right now. They really do. If they want to win in normal time, this is the moment they need to score. But Southampton have been so focused today. The quality of League One is mad next season. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, can McCarthy claim it? And he does. Just Mr. Safe Hands in goal, Alex McCarthy. You can almost tell that he's had a long championship, or not even just a long championship season, a long career, because he's got great hairs. But I'd take that more down just to sheer experience. Right, Adozzi's down, clutching his hamstring. I think he's got cramp, personally. So Southampton are going to be doing all they can to try and let the time go down a bit. Matt is under 20 subs away from 66k. Make sure you do smash the subscribe button for Matt to make sure that he gets to 66k. That would be such a fantastic achievement for him today. We are still on 2622, so I don't think we'll get more today, but that is a healthy amount actually that we've gained today actually. So thank you guys so much for the terrific support. It is nearly the Euros. Oh, I'm so excited. Must remind myself to do the sweepstake. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but when my exam's out the way, I promise you there'll be a good couple of days where I'll just be literally just doing YouTube stuff. Beginning of the season, I predicted 52 points needed to survive in the championship. Yeah, and just 1 point off in the end. That's still an insane number of points you need to survive in a season. But whenever you need more than 50 points to survive, or even over 46 points to survive, it's insane. You actually needed just over 46 points to get past 23rd, not even 22nd. That just told you the quality of the teams this year. It really did. Oh, alright, that's definitely a free kick to Leeds. Che Adams, I think, is going to get booked for that. Yeah. So Che Adams is on the pitch. Why is SofaScore not telling me that? Why are they not telling me that Che Adams is on the pitch? Oh, I think he's on for Ryan Fraser. Oh, I see. He's on for Ryan Fraser. Yep. So Adam Armstrong's still on the pitch. So essentially, Armstrong and Adams are playing as a front two, and Edozie is kind of playing where Fraser used to play. No, Edozie was playing more like where David Brooks was playing, but he's actually playing a little bit deeper. Player of the moment of all time, Deeney. Yeah, that's a good moment. Derby's comeback against Leeds was quite iconic, I would say. Penalty shoot. Oh! God, the free kick looked really delightful there, but just good defending in the end by Southampton. I think it looks like it's a corner to Leeds. I'm taking an audit exam. It's an advanced audit exam, so I'm training to be an accountant, actually, and I am 3 exams away from being a fully qualified chartered accountant, which is quite exciting. So just balancing the books and just doing full-time work alongside with study and keeping this going as well. So very rare I've got free time these days, but it's all in good fun. I've not done a stream in ages, so it's a good break from studies that I'll be doing. Oh, a little bit of tackles flying in at this moment of time. Oh, okay, that's certainly a push by Connor Roberts. Yeah, there's certainly some frustrations there. I think Leeds is kind of losing their mentality. I just saw Matt doing this, and I think he's talking the same thing as I am. I think they're kind of losing their mental bottle at the moment. And that's what my fear was. And in hindsight now, I did predict Leeds to win, kind of thinking that they would have got an equaliser by now. But Southampton, I did say that if they scored early and Leeds would likely affect their mentality, it would have affected it. I think I predicted the 1-1, thinking that Leeds would have scored first. But now that Southampton scored first, there's a Leeds player down. That's not good. If a Leeds player is down, we know it's bad, because Leeds would not want time to be wasted now. I think Mateo Joseph is about to come on, so Charlie may or may not get his wish, but Mateo Joseph is about to go onto the pitch. And I'm not going to confuse him to Carl Joseph this time, which is what I did in my last stream. Who is that down? Is that Grulev? Was that... I couldn't even tell who that is down. Is that Ampadu? Excuse me, I nearly locked my camera off. Yeah, it's Ampadu that's down. So Russell Martin could be making his last substitution. And Daniel Farke will be making another substitution as well. If I'm right in saying, I think... Excuse me, gosh, I've got hiccups today. I think he's talking to Ryan Manning. So it looks like Ryan Manning could go on for Southampton, and I think Mateo Joseph is about to go on for Leeds. So number 23 is going off. That's going to be Manning coming on for... I don't know who that is. Oh, Edozie. Oh, yeah, Edozie. Of course, he had cramp, didn't he? So Edozie, who was subbed on, is being subbed off this time for Ryan Manning. So Ryan Manning, not an attacking player per se, so certainly Russell Martin wanting to try and solidify things. Mateo Joseph, he's replaced Junior Firpo, so they've essentially lost a defender and have gained an attacker. So Leeds going all out. Southampton adding a more defence-minded player to their ranks. So that's now going to make things very interesting. Wolves in 12-13 finished 23rd with 51. Peterborough 54. Yeah, I think that still remains the highest amount of points relegated in the modern Premier League, at least. Mateo Joseph looking like he's already getting involved. Right, Leeds with a bit of space here. So if they're smart about this, they can find some room. Dan James, great defending again by Walker Peters. That's some good play. Oh, wow, that's really close. Oh my goodness me, I don't know how I didn't score. Ah, that would have been one of the goals of the season. Oh my gosh. Right, let's see this again. That build-up play was sensational. Leeds have come this close to equalising. Dan James on the volley, not quite underside, but off the crossbar, and no Leeds player is quick enough to get the rebound. That was McCarthy beaten. Oh my gosh. How unlucky can Leeds be? Oh my god, some fans were actually really excited with that shot as well. This close. Wow. Well, that spur Leeds into life. Here comes Southampton, Smallbone. It's now defended. Che Adams. Walker Peters trying to get something through here. Another free kick to Leeds. Flynn Downs now is given the yellow card. Deary me, yeah. It was one of those ones I was so amazed at the actual shot, and I was sad that he wasn't rewarded for it. Oh my god, is that that's not Adam Lallana, is it? Have I just... Yeah, it is Lallana. Oh, I forgot he was a Southampton player. I was confused why I was seeing Lallana, but then yeah, of course, he's to play for Southampton's 260 appearances. Right, a long direct ball coming in, headed away by Bednarak. It's cleared away. Southampton looking a little bit desperate now. Joseph, he's made a good difference already, I can tell. Pirro, Anthony, and it's high and over. What a wasteful opportunity that was. Oh, thinking Oldham will bounce back footy. Yeah, Oldham have been in National League for a couple of years now, haven't they? They certainly will want to get back to League Two. I think Oldham were just outside of the playoffs this season. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were around that region of the table. Because I knew they were quite close to Southend, as Southend were narrowly missing out on playoffs this season. Right, less than 4 minutes before added time. Leeds were this close just now for getting that equaliser. Don't pause when I say I'm not even going to finish my sentence there. But yeah, Leeds were this close basically for getting that equaliser. Dan James very unlucky. The quality in that volley was incredible, and the subs have made a big difference. You know, do I then put it down to Daniel Farke getting his team selection wrong? I don't know, but I tell you what, the other players in that team look very leggy. Right, there's a head collision there. A head collision between Walker Peters and Dan James by the looks of things. Yeah, so yeah, that's really how small the margins are. Somehow finished second with just 79 points. I know. That's just the insane part, isn't it? There's no consistency with that. 79 points would have barely got you top 4 really this year, even, let alone 3rd or 4th. You know, they would have been 5th with that. I think last season you needed 75 points for playoffs, and I think Luton, who were 3rd, had 81. They had something around like that. mean, that beat Hull City's amount, which is insane. I think if I do remember right, Hull were relegated immediately after getting promoted in that season. And in fact, their last 2 stints from the Premier League after surviving in their very first season with Phil Brown, they yo-yoed up and down again. A TARDIS, that's an interesting description of a stadium. There's a couple of paramedics here with 2 stretchers. Oh, this could be quite serious, actually. Right, well, as the injuries are going on, it gives me a good opportunity to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We've streamed for 2 hours. It's never easy streaming for 2 hours. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for Vijay for the donation as well. Do appreciate it. If you've not smashed the like button, please do so. It really helps the channel when you do smash the like button. Every comment really helps as well. It helps the algorithm. And if you do subscribe as well, that also really, really helps as well. We're on 2622 subs today. Good, healthy amount that we gained today. Once again, guys, thank you so much for the fantastic support. And some nice new faces as well for the Let's Alexa's audience as well, which I'm really, really pleased by as well. So, 89 minutes. We are approaching out of time, but I think we could get 10 minutes. Oh, there's Matt Letizia. I was thinking I was going to see him. There he is. He's going to be very happy to see Southampton back to the Prem. Villa Park will be a great one to visit indeed. Well, I'm saying thank you because I'm grateful for the community that I've got. I know not everyone has got necessarily a very supportive community, so I'm always grateful. Right, 9 minutes. Okay, so I was close. 9 minutes of added time, which honestly could be even extended if we're still treating Dan James and Kyle Walker-Peters. Certainly one of them's still down. Is that both? Okay, so Dan James has been awarded. Well, he's been given like a headband. I think Dan James will be going off the pitch. I think Walker-Peters is still down. Oh, that does not look good because his nose is slightly bruised and bled. Oh, that's not nice. I can only hope that he's okay. Oh, Walker-Peters is up. That's good. But he's also got a headband as well. He's just taking fluids now. Oh, right. Well, it's good to see that both of them are conscious. Both of them are, both of them are moving. I'll be very surprised if any of them can continue. It looks like they might forcefully having to continue. Dan James is just putting his shirt back on now. I mean, in the added time, we've had, nearly 2 minutes gone already. So essentially, I think we're going to have about 12, 13 minutes at a time. Right, yeah, they're letting the ball play now. I think both Dan James and Walker-Peters have just been safely taken away from the pitch. Both are still receiving, treatment. So both teams are down to 10 men. Here's Mateo Joseph. Oh, they needed Dan James in that position to shoot, to score, but they've lost an attacking player there. Oh, this could be a big mistake here. Here's Che Adams now on the ball. He's up against Archie Gray and Connor Roberts. He passes back. Oh my goodness me. This is on a knife's edge now. Both teams are going to be a little bit open now because both teams have lost one player. I like that there's some good places being recommended. Oh, wait, no, Dan James is back on the pitch. It looks like both of them are back. Oh, my goodness me. They're both back on the pitch. Right, so, yeah, they're both on. They both have their respective coloured headbands, which I think is quite neat. But Wow, fair play to them. I don't think I would have been able to cope playing intense football of this magnitude after that. Monotonously chanting Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. I mean, I've got to be honest, a good portion of the fan base are not the sharpest tools in the shed, so if it means that they can get a chant going, then let it be Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Leeds unclinical enough, yeah, well, that's been the story of a lot of their crunch games this season, and Southampton again just look like that they have coped with Leeds' attacks a bit easily, really, to be honest. Apart from Leeds hitting the woodwork, they've really have not been troubled at all. McCarthy's not really made a save at all. You know, I think the only shots that Leeds are going to have on target are going to be shots that were blocked by the Southampton defence. So you do have to credit the defence. Here's Jaden Anthony. Dan James! Oh, good save by McCarthy! Oh my goodness me! Mateo Joseph keeps the ball into play in the penalty box. Leeds are knocking on the door. Connor Roberts. He does find Mateo Joseph. It's good defending by Aribo, and the ball's out of play. It's a throw into Southampton. Dan James with another big chance. Dan James, I felt, should have started this game because he has had the two best chances for Leeds in this entire match. It's not the most powerful strikes, but it does go towards the corner, so McCarthy's does have to die for it, but you'd think that maybe without the head clash, maybe he could have got more power into that. And free kick Southampton, that's going to really suit them. I think Connor Roberts is just losing his head a little bit. He's just fouling where in areas he doesn't need to foul. So, Southampton, you've got to say, are going to be minutes away now from returning instantly to the Prem, which will mean Leeds, again, stay as a championship club. A big opportunity missed if they do get if they do stay in the league. I mean, to get 90 points and not get promoted, it's tough. It's tough. Good bit of communication and defending from Southampton there. So we are going to be really... I mean, I don't think we're going to be playing right to the 9th minute because we did have the collision that took about probably about 2 minutes of those 9 minutes. So I'm anticipating we're going to get to around the 101 minute. I'll be a bit surprised if they blow for full time at the 99th minute. Oh, they will be absolutely trying to buy their time here. Absolutely. But Southampton got a throw in. So they're doing it. They're doing exactly everything right. This will be Russell Martin's first promotion to the Premier League as a manager. And it'll be his first managed games as a manager in the Prem. Southampton will make a return for the first time of asking. It'll be Southampton's first ever playoff final win. And Southampton's got a free kick. Oh, just players losing their heads now. Rodon now talking out the ref. Probably was a little bit fortunate not to get booked for that. Their squad's going to be picked apart next year. I mean, Somerville will be going. Dan James can be going. Rutter could go. Nonto will probably want to go. There was, conflicts of him actually wanting to go like at the start of this season. Who else? That back line could go. God, Leeds are just going to have to just try and play at such an accelerated rate. Right, so Ampadu on the ball. We're on 97 minutes. You would say 2 minutes left, but I personally think they should be playing to the 101st minute because of the head clash. But I don't know what the referee's going to do about that. He may play to the 99th minute, or he might add a bit of time because of that. So personally, I would referee to the 101st minute if I was in that position. But referee might play to the 99th. Right, long throw in. McCarthy's going to... Oh, McCarthy punches it. I thought he was going to catch it, but he punches it instead. He gets a good amount of distance on it. He tries to get across him, but it's good defending. I tell you what, Southampton deserves so much credit for how they defended today. Here's Joe Rebo. He's going to be wanting to try and get the ball out of play. Everyone's talking about their football nitpicks and stuff like that. I love it. I love that sort of fan interaction there. There's definitely a drum where I've been to Colchester. That happens. I'd arguably say you hear in Ipswich as well, actually. I mean, if we're going to have a drum in the Prem, then so be it. Right, goal kick. But it's well run by Manning. But Connor Roberts with the cross. Oh, it's going to be a chance. Anthony on the ball. Was that a handball? It wasn't an offside. I think he penalised for handball. I didn't see it personally. Let's see. Roberts. Oh, that's very harsh. That's more on his chest than his arm. I'm sorry, but that's really harsh. Leeds fans will be fuming at that when they see that back. But you've got to say, apart from Dan James, no one in that team has looked like scoring, even Somerville. So 99 minutes has been played. We should, any minute now, see swaves of red shirts on the pitch as Southampton celebrate an immediate return to the Prem. Leeds are going to throw the kitchen sink now, and I think the referee is playing on, which I think is correct for him to do. Dan James with the cross. Brilliant defending there by Bednarak. It's passed back. It's back to Melier. He definitely does not want to receive the ball at the moment. It's the 100th minute officially now. That's not the greatest of balls at all. Ball's gone out of play. Southampton throw. Surely it's game over now for Leeds. It'll be another season in the Championship for Leeds by the looks of things. Daniel Farke scores a hand covering his face. He cannot believe it. The fans can't believe it. We're seconds away from the 23-24 season from ending, and what a season it's been. Ipswich defining the odds and going up. Leicester having an immediate return to the Prem. And any minute now, one of these sides going up as well. Incredibly competitive at the bottom of the league. Incredible like managerial decisions that these clubs have made as well. 3 newly promoted teams have stayed up in the Championship this year. The whistle. Not for Oh, Aribo's gone booked. Who was that? Was that Manning that took off his shirt thinking that the referee was blowing full time? So one of the players took their shirts off thinking the referee blew for full time. Goal kick taken by Melier. And the referee's still playing on. Oh, Southampton fans are going to hate him. And he's done it. It was Armstrong that took his shirt off originally. He can take it off now because Southampton have been promoted to the Premier League for the first time of asking. They are going to be joining Leicester and Ipswich Town. And they make an immediate return to the Premier League. It's heartbreak for Leeds United. 90 points in a season, but that does not get you Premier League football this year. They will have to endure another season of the Championship. So many expensive players in that squad that will be picked apart. Southampton took the gamble. Russell Martin would have been dangerously, precariously, potentially sacked if he did not get Southampton up. But he's delivered his forward expectations. He has delivered Southampton into the Premier League for the first time of asking. Russell Martin is a Premier League manager, and Southampton make their immediate return. 20th place they were last season. Devastating Premier League season last year. They respond brilliantly with 87 points, a respectable total amount of points. And now they've gone through the hard way, going through to the playoffs, their first ever playoff final win in their history. Absolutely incredible. Southampton fans are completely in bits. There's swords of red flags and red shirted supporters jumping around and celebrating. Understandably, the Leeds players are in tears. They are absolutely gutted. This is 4 playoff finals. Is it 4 playoff finals out for Leeds, or is it 3? Is this their 3rd one? I think this is their 4th playoff final, Leeds. And once again, it's history repeating itself. Not just losing a playoff final, but it's once again another situation where just Leeds have given themselves too much to do. I cannot believe this. Congratulations to Southampton, that's all I can say. Brilliantly played today. They did brilliantly to nullify Leeds. Not one of their players, apart from Dan James, looked like scoring. The other players in that Leeds squad just did not look like they were at it today. And ultimately, Adam Armstrong was the goal scorer. That was the difference in that game today. So congratulations, Southampton. They will be joining the Premier League with Ipswich and Leicester. Before we go off and sign off a 23-24 championship season, I'm going to go through some stats based on this game. Can I see the stats quickly? Where are those stats? They normally show stats in like a section. No, wait, no, that's not it. That's not stats. Details. Attack momentum. I actually can't find stats anywhere. Okay. Well, actually, when I tried to do my halftime team talk, I probably would not be able to do it because they're not showing the stats at the moment. Okay, that's strange. No, they're not showing the stats. All right. Well, based on looking at this, I mean, Leeds had most of the ball, and they certainly had a couple of moments where, had they been more clinical, they would have taken their chance, but only Dan James actually looked likely to score today. The rest of the players did not cover themselves in glory at all, unfortunately. And I think a lot of those players could potentially be snapped up by Premier League and other European clubs as well. I will be very worried about the Leeds mass exodus that I think we'll see in that squad. Because those players know they're going to have to do it all again to try and get promoted this season. All teams finished in the highest playoff packs did not get promoted this season. Yeah, that's right. I mean, in League 1 and League 2, it was actually the lowest ranked team that got promoted, Crawley and Oxford. So if that same pattern was for the Championship, it would have been Norwich going up, but ultimately they fell in the second leg, of course. League 1 is the best day. What is a Championship, says Jack. That's no longer in your mind this season, at least. Maybe it'll come back to your memory next year. Who knows? Prem is not as good as EFL anyway. Oh, I agree. I absolutely agree with that. Mentioning that MK failed again. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm sorry. No, I completely forgot Barnsley. Oh, no, my apologies. Sorry, GSGN. I completely forgot Barnsley actually bottled 5th place. Yeah, Northampton got a late equaliser, didn't they? No, my apologies. Yeah, I think I was thinking they got 6th because they were 7th, I think, Oxford, in game week 46. But, yeah, certainly not now. Oh, my gosh. Wait, is that... I'm sorry. It's like, you know those little... I think you may know who I'm referring to. One of the Southampton players has had, like, one of those, you know these cups that you have when you, for massages and stuff like that? He's just got marks of them everywhere around his back. It's quite distracting. This one is better. Yeah, absolutely. Even more, what is the Premier League? I love it. Absolutely love it. It's gone out of your mind. So you focus on your team, you get yourself sorted, and who knows, you maybe get to the promised land if you can finish high in your leagues. Right, so it ends 1-0. And like a couple of some were not happy with my predicting Leeds to win. Lo and behold, I was wrong. That is 3 times out of my last 5 years I've wrongly predicted a team to go up. But it has gone in this pattern. Incorrect, correct, incorrect, correct, and now incorrect this year. So my hope is next year I'm going to continue that streak and get a correct team to go up from the Championship playoffs this time, but it shows you how difficult it is to predict that game. It really, really is. Okay, I think for 2.5 hours, I think I'm now going to take a break. So don't be surprised if you don't see any content from me this week. It'll be because I'm studying for my exam. But straight after my exam, I'm going to try and do my reaction to the Championship and the Premier League table. That's probably what I'm going to do first. Then I'm going to do some Euros stuff when I have the time to do that as well. And then ultimately we can start looking ahead to next year's season. I mean, that is insane how quickly things are going as well. So I am really, really, really excited. Oh, Prem ones are always mad. Yeah, Prem tickets just never nice at all. Right, so thank you everyone for tuning in today. I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes to leave some questions and comments for me to read. And then after I've done all of that, we are going to pull the plug for what has been a really exciting 23-24 season. It really has been incredible. Right, spreadsheet. I might do that now, actually. Now that you've reminded me. This will be good for you, GHGN, if you're on the Discord server. If you're not on the Discord server, if any of you want to actually join the Discord, I might actually quickly link that. I might link it in the chat. Hang on, give me a second. So if any of you have not joined my Discord server, it is there. All of my viewers who have a Discord account go there. It's the Alexa's characterized server with some very, very nice looking perks there. But what I'm going to do, now that Wallace and Gromit fan has reminded me, I'm going to send him the official spreadsheet. Well, send everyone in that server the official spreadsheet. I think it's saved onto this PC, so you'll be able to see basically everyone that has competed this season, and you can be able to see how I've calculated the points. So that's essentially what I've been trying to do. Can I link it in? I do fear that maybe the file could be a bit too big, but I'm gonna see if I can. Week 46. Oh, I can. I can. Oh God. Here is the. Link. And then, okay, sorry, just again can't multitask clearly. There we go, sent. So anyone who's in that server, you would have seen that I've sent a spreadsheet. It's still processing a bit, but should be there. I've seen over 60 people made a prediction at some point in the season. I think it was a bit more than that, actually. Oh no, well, essentially, I mean, can I actually share it? Actually, I've got an idea. Oh, hello, there's my stream. I'm just going to quickly change the... Is Excel here? There's Discord. Publisher. There's Publisher. There's the Excel. Wait, no. I want the Excel one. It's not there. I mean, you can see Discord. If I can open it. Where was it? There. I'm blind as a bat. Oh, it won't show. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to bother. But anyway, if anyone's in my Discord server, which I have linked in the chat, you'll be able to see the spreadsheet that calculates the points. Right, so, unbelievable. Should I stay on now? Because they look like they're about to lift the trophy. They've got their medals. Where's the trophy? FIFA can wait. Just seen it. Oh, brilliant. At least Jack's seen it. Oh, the trophy is right there. Right, okay, let's stay on. I think it might be Jack Stevens who's about to collect the trophy. We might as well just see it. How many tabs open? Way too many. And there we go. Jack Stevens lifts the trophy. Southampton make their immediate return to the Premier League. It's been well deserved. How long was their unbeaten run? Was it like 16 games or something? That long unbeaten run is what has carried them to this position. And they've obviously gone out of their way to perform well in the playoffs as well. And they are now officially a Premier League club. Beaten Leeds 3 times this season. They are the only side to have beaten Leeds 3 times this season as well. So you can safely say that they have really, really deserved it. They really, really have. So we've seen it now. We've seen them lift the trophy. Everyone's now passing the trophy on to each other. Everyone's getting their camera shot on lifting up the trophy. Forget to change the ribbons to red and white. Yeah, well, yeah, they've got red and white there. Very well done to them indeed. Absolutely. It's full time in Wembley Stadium. So that's mad. Absolutely mad. Did Matt get to 66k subs in the end? Oh, he did. Matt got to 66k. Shout out to Matt SB. He got to 66k today. Brilliant. I thought he could do it today. I think he's ended the stream today, actually. So, yeah, legend. All right. What a season it's been. To reiterate, this week I'm not making videos, but yeah, I'm going to be reacting to my Championship and Premier League predictions. Matt's actually already given you an insight how I've done in the Championship and the Premier League. So if there's a little bit of content that's involving me, watch out for Matt's Championship and Premier League YouTubers table, because I'm featuring both of those videos. He didn't even ask me for it. He just put my predictions in on my own behalf. So you guys can already have an insight how I've done with those videos there, so there'll be good things to keep you excited. So I will eventually react to those predictions soon. I'm going to make my Euro predictions as well, so predicting who I think will win the tournament and maybe score predictions as well. They'll probably be a bit ambitious for me, but I'll try. And then I'm sure there's more things I've got to do as well. Sweepstake I'll do as well. And I'm going to hand out prizes for the winners of the Fantasy Premier League, Fantasy Championship, and the Prediction League as well. So there's so many things that I've got to do, but they're all going to be happening next week. So first week of June, get excited because Lex Select is going to be reborn and we're going to be doing so much content. You guys won't be spoiled for choice. Right, I think I've given you guys enough time to leave comments. If you've not smashed the like button, please do so. It really, really helps the channel. It really, really does. Please do hit the subscribe button if you've not done so. It really, really helps. We've done quite well with subs today, so thank you guys so, so much for that. We are slowly edging our way to 3k subs. It really does mean a lot. And please also share if you've not done so too. Sharing the channel, getting my name out there, showing stuff that I've done. It really, really helps the growth of this channel as well. Right, so that'll be it. I don't want to leave, but unfortunately I have to, so because I've got other things to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw any of this stream, and as always I'll see you guys soon. Leeds 0, Southampton 1 is the final score. Southampton join Ipswich and Leicester. Leeds are going to have to do it the hard way next season. Will Daniel Farke be the manager? Who knows? I'm sure we'll find out within a couple of days or so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as per usual, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.